Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Risk of Resources Gauntlet Races of the Week. So, I'm Race. I'm your host today with Corny. Hello.
Hello there, Race. Hello there, chat. Hello, people. Are we excited? I mean, the loadouts, I will have to say for this week, they're looking. We're in for a quick one, but the closing out might bring us unexpected wins. It's gonna be nice.
hmm Well, we got some interesting stuff for you guys today. Reminder: these intro videos are by Waxy. So, if you do, I think I switched one intro. You can see link to his channel there. So, really well done. I love these things. I could watch these literally all day. Let's check out the loads today. So, first of all, for the racers today, we have Cap, Gamer Host, and Cabbage. We know these guys. They've been around a while. They've been around the block. But yeah, Corny's right. Look at the first two especially. It always feels like the loaded races are separated into acts, right? Like you have the first part where it's like either harder or easier, and then you have the next part which is like usually the opposite. But loader and railgunner are first, so easy peasy. Not much to say there. It's the good punch. It's the punch we know that Cap and Cabbage like a lot, right?
Mm-mm-mm.
Thunder Slam isn't always ideal, but it's all right. We got the good punch this week.
Yeah,
Railgunner with
I'm
Supercharge. Oh, what's up?
quick mini note on loader. I'm excited to see maybe I don't know if who's been brushing up on the punch slam combo. Timing those out depending if you're going a little faster, a little slower. That's gonna
hmm
be some interesting tech to see. So yeah.
Oh yeah, you can absolutely combo Thunder Slam way better with the Sun. So Railgunner Supercharge. I don't think these guys use Supercharge that much, but it's fine. Uh-oh, why is there sound playing? Okay, Jesus. Um, Bandit with Lights Out, Blast, and Melee Knife.
Uh,
Yeah,
the blast, the wet
that's a
noodle.
blast.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
my
then
god.
actually one of the more interesting loadouts we've had, I've been waiting for this one for a very long time to show itself in the races. Obviously everything is randomly rolled, but this one just happened to roll. This is the Saw Nail build. I call it the snail build. It's very unique. Because Saw is in your first hand, it actually makes the nail gun perfectly accurate when you use it. So it's a very, very interesting build, and we'll get to see everyone using that one as well.
I do have to say the steady stream of the nails popping out. There's nothing quite as satisfying. It's just
Mm-hmm.
really juicy to watch, and gonna be good for that. Dude, got some. I mean, the poll is still at large. You guys can vote up, but I'm curious what the people are wanting to see today out of the week selection.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, get your votes in, boys and girls. Surely.
The it's really interesting because we have Cap and Cabbage, and who speed run. And
Mm.
loaders, their bread and butter for that, right? So the first run of today, assuming they're warmed up enough, I suppose, should be already pretty good. It looks like they're already setting up in the lobby. We can pretty much just get ready. They should be starting any second. So
Beautiful.
there we go.
I maybe we're gonna get some good pots. I don't know. Loader without the pylon for the guaranteed. That's always a little bit of a hassle.
hmm So as
You
Corny is
can.
talking about, you can use your pylon to press down the button on Aqueduct, which if you know how to do it, super easy. You can get it done every time. But
Mm,
without the Thunder Slam, they actually have to roll the pots themselves. So I doubt they're gonna do that, unless they get something like a primordial cube, so they can like move the pot over there or something like that. I don't think so. Look at this. Also, there's a focus crystal printer
Oh,
right next to teleporter stage 1 for loader. So
early, early focus crystal printer. Let's see how much they choose to actually use that. We always know it's a gamble if you're going in or going out of the time you're putting in for that.
mm-hmm.
Always a gamble, but probably a few. I would get a couple, like surely one or two, like three, even if you could. That would be really good. Makes things much quicker. And then if you get bans, like you start opening up the multipliers. So I don't know. I'm curious to see.
Mm-hmm. Also, look at that. We have a Gore's Tome on a cap screen already. So Very good start. I mean, even Cabbage has a shuriken, and Host has a void sense. So I don't know how everyone has different builds already, but man, this is already amazing. And did see Cabbage use it already. He was using the combo. If you charge up your punch and you use your Thunder Slam, you can hit an enemy with both at the same time. And I know he was doing that already. So we got some tech. Oh, look at that. Host actually infected something with the infestors out of the cradle at the start. I wonder if everyone's gonna go
Uh,
back for that.
bull rugging at its finest.
And yeah, I'll we'll get some questions over the course of the tournament, I'm sure. But Disputed was sick today. He woke up with a migraine, and he couldn't do it. So fortunately, we have 3 players that were ready to go, regardless. So it's all good.
Oh yeah, three always a good number. Our usual bread and butter. I feel that we've been having more three races than four. Schedule hell really showing some colors for the people.
Schedule
You know.
hell, man.
Yeah.
It's always fun to get a
Uh,
4-player race going, and I know chat likes them, but they are so hard to organize.
mm, mm, mm.
So look at Cabbage's screen. He actually saw in the multi-shop there was a back at mag that he wanted a lot. But instead of immediately picking it up, he's going to go into he's going to Bears.
Oh,
No, I think that was a mistake. I think he just forgot which one it was. He's going to go all into focus crystals here, and then he's going to go back and pick up the back of mag after. So that way
yeah.
he can make sure he does not lose it. Very important stuff.
Mm,
You
mm,
want to
mm.
make sure you don't lose whatever. And here we go. Cap is on stage 2, which is really nice. There is a very easy button there. We usually call it the God Pot. It's right in the middle of those 2 rocks, in the middle of the map, and there's always a button right next to it. I still doubt
Mm.
he's gonna go for it. I think he's just gonna leave without getting the bans. But for anyone else who maybe thinks they want to go get it, then
Oh,
wouldn't be too bad.
okay. The yeah, first little big challenge. I mean, Cap has the shuriken in hand. Everybody has a shuriken in hand because it was the tele drop, correct?
Hmm.
That's gonna help out, but always a bit stressful if you got to go into the Dune Strider with the full melee. You know. Oh, look at that.
Cap, Cap is scaring me. He actually got oh,
Oh,
he's kind
holy
of getting
shit!
saved here by Loader's natural barrier generation. He's actually hitting some stuff enough for the wisp shots to not lower his health anymore. So
Yeah,
honestly, I think Cap here went a little bit too reckless,
yeah.
a little
A
bit too
little too.
fast, and there's a +5 for
Oh,
Cap at the start of the day, man.
oh, the Gamba boys are taking their notes, people. Let's see. Let's see.
That
That's
is
one.
a very huge misstep.
Yeah.
Because Loader is so fast, such a fast character, that the only way you can pretty much make up a +5
Oh,
is if someone like Cabbage +5s as well.
yeah.
And especially like, Cap and Cabbage being the speedrunners who play Loader in this match, like he can't just
Yeah.
assume that Cabbage is gonna go
I
super
mean,
slow.
numbers be damned, sir, but we're looking at Cap maybe fighting to pick something like steal the point back from Host. But
Mm-hmm.
if we know the history and history is anything, like Cabbage looking pretty set.
Mm-hmm.
The produce believers rise up. Oh, that's such a good larva emote. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
hadn't
that's
seen it.
fantastic, man.
Uh, I was wondering, yeah, exactly. I was wondering if Cap was gonna, because Cap is a really good racer, right? I mean, he puts like some really good performance most of the time, and then there's those runs where something just goes ham, like instantly, you know.
A
Um,
larva
it's
spawns.
exactly like mortal enemies.
Why is Cabbage shaking so much? I think his mouse sensitivity is just very high.
Oh yeah.
He also is very emotive with his camera shakes to the cast and to the people watching. It looks like Cabbage is going for the God Pot here. So, again, this is a
Oh,
very, very easy one to do. And honestly, I don't think it wastes that much time at all. So,
oh yeah,
I
sure.
would like to see the players kind of do this one. if they had to roll a pot like all the way down a hill and then, back up something, like I can
Mm-mm.
see them not wanting to do that on loader specifically because, they might just feel like he's having a little bit of trouble here though. He needs to kickflip it. Did not get a
Oh yeah.
successful kickflip, and he got it anyway. Good job though.
Hey, in good stuff. But in the meantime, we got
Cat's doing
host.
it
I
too.
mean, boss is done. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let's see. Where is? Do they know where the both buttons are? There's a God pot, and where's the second one?
It's right next to teleporter. I don't know if they saw it,
Oh,
but ooh, an ATG for Cabbage right next to the God pot. There's a large chest. Cabbage does see the other button. I think if he didn't see this button, he might had maybe not gone for it either. I don't know. There's a lot of like little things, right? I
yep.
going into loader on Aqueduct for a speed run mentality. It's pretty. The races are pretty finicky. They might half the time they're like, I don't want to go for bans, and then you know, uh, half the time
Oh
they're
yeah,
like, well, it's kind of free because I'm in a
yeah,
race environment and might as well.
yeah. Cabbage being, I think, one of the more inconsistent reasoning behind the bans.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, they one day whatever, the other day forever bans. But like loader with this build, take the time now, and then we're gonna see telly to telly. You know, I think
Yeah.
that's the play. You take the time and then telly to telly. Um,
Also, I mean,
also,
this isn't like normal speed running either, right? If you're going for a world record, obviously you don't get the bans, right? Because you
yeah,
want to assume that you will just get them if you want a world record. But for
yeah,
here, you just have to be faster than someone else. You have to just be more consistent. And sometimes that just means not relying on luck to do it. And if someone
oh
else
yeah.
gets the bans, then you don't, and no bans drop, well, you kind of got screwed. So. Oh, I need
And then
to
we,
switch
yeah.
the commands for the stream, so give me a second. You go. My bad, chat. All the chatbot
Always a
commands are
lot.
broken.
Always a lot to do. Looking at a host, he's taking the slower approach, as we know that host likes to do a little bit. We've seen Cap screw up. Let's see if Cabbage will suffer the same fate. But I mean, he went for the prey on. It's such a good strat. Really carries the run and like timing very nicely. Every 2 minutes you get to use it on. So like you use it now, and then it's gonna time again. You use it on the next telly, and just keep on going. Don't see it happening. Mm. Well, if host can pick it up a little bit, maybe. Like I don't know. Maybe we can get some host upset. I don't know. Any any host propagandists in the chat, because we know that going fast, like speeding up and later acceleration are major factors to weigh it out. You know, we can't actually be sure. Not yet. And the man has been practicing. So yeah, let's see. Got the God pot. Good. He knows. Does he not know? Oh no, he got the ATG as well. Perfect.
Nice. I'm back.
So
We're good.
yeah. So build wise, he was very fast on the pot.
He
I
didn't hit
think
the
he's
other
gonna.
button. I think he just
He,
forgot. He was too
yeah.
too excited. He got the button done. He's like, get it there, but yeah, it's right here, fortunately.
Mm,
So not much time wasted.
yeah. Can he make the prey on? Probably not.
Host? I don't think so.
Uh,
I don't know how far away they spawned away from the Preon chest, but he'd have to pretty much get it within a few
instantly find it.
seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. I I think I saw. Come on, host. The Somarangs are good. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Being
Complicated.
frozen there definitely didn't help him out a lot. Also, I
Yeah.
want to point out this, like, we want to make sure that these guys are using their Thunder Slam a lot too. It's easy to just get in a rhythm of not really feeling like you need to use it because you're just playing loader or whatever. But
Mm,
honestly, in these teleporter fights, like, it will make things go a lot faster. It's more money earned and whatever else. So the more they use
true.
it, the
True.
better it will be for them. Cabbage is going right to teleporter. He got there pretty fast. And like you said, we're just
Mm.
going TP to TP. So
Yeah, done and dusted. Like, yeah, insta kill on the imp. It's a scythe. He's probably not gonna care too much about that. Cope crit really not carrying anything. And yeah, Cap just getting there. Let's see if he repeats the feat as well. He's got the Prayon, he's got the bands, he's got the pretty much the freaking same build. Oh, the Crinter, the Crit Printer.
Oh my god.
Did Cabbage not see that?
I don't think so. He could see it right now. I mean, it's right in front of him, so
Oh yeah,
he does have time. Cap blind printed a few into it, right? It seems like he did.
yeah, yeah. He
Cap
lost it, but
got a very good Prion hug there on the Imp, which is a point blank shot that activates the bands with the big orb on the Imp, so that was really good.
mm, yeah. And gamer host falling a little. I mean, he's still a minute back. He paused a little bit in Roost, didn't he? So technically, he's got a minute to spare, but I don't know. Cabbage like accelerating, not looking like he's gonna stop. Little bit of a lead. You got a Ruckler, got a little bit of defense. He's gonna swing around a bit. I think. Oh, that's a red. What is it? It's a Nuka. It's a pig.
Massive. Massive.
Now with his scythe, every knuckle boom he can get something going, bro. It's extra damage. Let's go.
Huge. And Cabbage is the first one on to stage 5. Brainstalks and Nukahanas for Cabbage, they don't really matter, honestly, especially past this teleporter event. So the Brainstalks will just kind of fade away.
Will he go soup, you think? I mean, glacial mini mushroom, that is free. Holy moly. Smooth sailing. All right. Yeah.
I know Cap's hoping for it, but he's really just hoping that Cabbage still takes a +5 somewhere.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yeah.
the most likely offender of that is going to be Pizza. Um, I can't really
Oh, yeah.
see any other way it's going to happen, but it's Cabbage is looking really good here.
Mm, mm, mm.
This is a little bit
Excellent.
behind. He's still on stage 3. He's just going to stage 4 right now, but he could
Mm.
definitely pull ahead of Cap. I mean, it's not even close. He's still way ahead of where Cap's time is because of the +5, but
Oh, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, is there a speed printer on the ramp? I think I saw a speed printer. Interesting.
I did not notice.
I mean, nobody's probably going to interact with that too much, though. As expected, the meta on the loader, right?
Yeah, it's more backup mag and then damage, as much damage as you can get. So
Mm, mm, mm.
faster the mythic sight goes, the better it's gonna be. And while speed does contribute to damage for loader, it's not as much as some of the other stuff that they have. So
Mm. Yeah, you got the you definitely got it. You definitely got enough to deal with it. The like the bands and everybody got a little bit of focus crystal. That's just free, right? Do the loader. You stroll through, you pick up some items, and you basically win the game.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Gauntlet World Record, by the way, I think Chad's talking about right now. Sync just mentioned it's about 17 minutes. So you need to get to the moon at like 10 minutes to be competitive with the record as
That
is,
that is absurd.
which is crazy. And
Yeah.
again, these are gauntlet rules as well. So Eclipse 8, no lunar. There's a printer. It's a red printer. It's a soulbound catalyst printer that Cabbage just went
Oh.
for. Actually, might be really interesting. He could kill a few ads in the fight. I don't
Mm.
really think he needs to, because it's loader. But theoretically, could kill ads and then get another Preon blast, which
I am.
could be okay. Which is really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, as loader, you're probably gonna get one prey on blast. Maybe that will give him two, depending how it goes. He could like I don't think three, no, but like
Mm-hmm.
two prayons for Mithrix. Yeah, John Tenty, exactly. That's value.
Yeah. As like it would especially be more value if it was like Commando or something, but
Mm.
yeah, it's not bad though here. He did Cabbage, I mean, did see the speed printer right at the end, but he chose not to go into it, which I think is still fine, still wise.
Yeah. Well, one backup mag, one sprint cannon. You really don't need much more as well. Most people can get away with one sprint cannon and so. Oh, he has a quail as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not stressing. It's like, Pappy, can we kill Mithrix now? Yes, please. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I
Nice
will
swing
say
on his
though,
part. Mm,
he does need to be careful during pizza. With most of his movement being quail, it's really easy to just kind of fly into it if you're not careful. So, host entering stage 5 as well. All host has to do is keep up the pace he has, and he will get a at least second here. So, host did get the
yeah.
nice grapple onto the rock. Very good. And TP quick. Cat might die
Oh,
again. Actually, to
what?
he's burning. No, he's fine. I don't know what hit him. I looked back. It might have been a an alpha construct. Those
Yeah.
burn for a while.
Also love the ricochet, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're there chilling, you get like sniped from the corner. Oh yeah.
All right, Cabbage. The first hit he did do the slam punch combo, but it wasn't as much damage as we were probably hoping here. He's swinging, just waiting for his bands to activate again before he punches one more time.
Mm-mm. And now
He does
the
get the other
jumping
one.
commences.
It might have been better to wait until Mythos hit the ground there so he could get a fireband value, but hit him in the air did activate the jump, so he did
Oh,
activate another band somewhere.
was that an ATG? Like,
I think it
is
was, yeah.
he is he counting those? That's always a good feel, you know,
Hmm.
timing the delayed on the bands. Yeah, but you see what you were talking about, his quail movement in the defense, like he got feathered a little bit, like he's taking some curse damage. Let's see how phase two goes, because that's usually where they collect the skulls.
I think with phase two, it's gonna be fine though, because they're loader. I mean, I don't know. Maybe all the ads in phase three though, hitting them while they're trying to do pizza and they can't really like turn around and stuff. So
Yeah. By the way, chat, chill. Where we have previously discussed, if you get stuck on the door coming into Mithrix, it's a no clip, and
yep.
you no clip, you put your foot on the ground, and then you go boop the hammer boy. So yeah, we're all good. Don't worry.
Yeah, Cap just cheated live, and we're not going to do anything about it. Cabbage getting a
He's
nice double punch there in the wisps. It's pretty much half over for phase two. Half
mm,
has
mm, mm.
to catch up a lot here, honestly, if he wants to get ahead of where host is going to be.
Oh yeah. Question being, how you think he's probably gonna time the punt the prey on hug, right? He's
I
actually now
imagine
getting into
so.
soulbound value. Yeah.
That is true. I mean, I don't know. It would still be hard to get soulband value here, I think, even
Yeah.
still. But I mean, he could have used it in phase one, definitely, so that because he knew he was going to kill ads in phase two and already maybe
Oh
get one back by now.
yeah. He got the delayed spawn. Ah, there he goes. He timed it out. Let's see. Oh, okay, okay.
That was a pretty good hit from Cabbage. He did get a pretty good hug there. It's almost half health for Mithrix already in one go. I think he just wanted the guaranteed damage on the start of phase three instead of betting on the soulbound to get the
Hmm.
it back. He just punched through pizza, but he's all good. He is dodging the golem pretty well. Good circle. He kind of missed his slam there. Mithrix kind of dashed around him. Cap on phase two. Host about to start phase one. It's always cool to see everyone on Mithrix at the same time. It's always,
Oh
and
yeah.
they're all on different phases too, which is fun.
Got the multiverse. Let's
So this
see
is
if
on
he.
Cabbage where,
Oh, he's
yeah,
he's
yeah,
scaring me. God damn it,
yeah. Okay,
cabbage.
there you go.
Yeah.
He
Just
wants to get a
waiting.
phase 4 skip here, so he won't hit Mithrix again. He's going to wait for his bands to come up, and he's going to sit up top. He could actually phase 4 skip by pulling Mithrix to the center after him and punching him just when he's like going for a swing. But it's all okay. It only saved a few
Yeah.
seconds, and there we go. Phase 4 done, and Cabbage is out. He's going to get about
Yeah.
a 23-minute time here, which unload is pretty good for the races, so not bad.
Always good to see some good, clean loader fun. Get the bands, get the ATG, get a little bit of the stuff, and it's just a walk in the park. He did screw up the direction on the big swing, so
So
let's see how that goes.
So there are really good portals, and he did get the best portal for the one you want to get to when you want to be the closest to the ship. But if you aim yourself in the direction he did, you go backwards. So if he aimed the other way and held the grapple through, he would have been swung towards the ship, which would have been a little nicer. Cap is on
Cap
to
go.
phase 3. He's dodging pizza. He's doing pretty good though. He did do the slam punch there as well. Really good. He does have another Prion available, so maybe he's kind of using it for backup if
Oh,
he did get a
the
really good
Prion.
ATG here, and it killed a an exploder
Oh,
instead of waiting for Mythics to spawn. Damn.
yeah, gotta hate those.
That would have been really
He's
nice.
playing a little loose, playing a little in there, but as we have said, like it's comfort food, very proficient. So really, there. Okay, yeah. He did he
He
was
used
he
his
thinking of?
Prion there to finish the phase, but it looks like he's just going to go through phase 4. He does have the slam and the punch, so it should be really quick,
Mm,
even still. But if he no, he's good. It does waste a little bit of time, but it's all okay.
yeah. Oh,
He's walking in
I
his
got.
circles. He knows what to do. Host
I'm
on phase 2. No,
I'm thinking that Cap was I want to ask him like was he thinking of prey on finish and then punch skip, on myth.
maybe he could have been going for something fancy like that as well.
Yeah, I
Let's bring
mean
in
that
Cabbage.
yep.
Hello, Cabbage.
Kabaji.
What's up?
Good run. Solid. You got
Yeah.
a really nice free pot on stage 2. Everyone did. So free
Yeah.
bands. Stage 1 focus crystal printer. I mean, it's loader, right? Like you got all the stuff you needed. Got it done. Um,
Yeah.
what are your
Standard
notes on it?
run.
Yeah.
Nothing to say about it. Just standard run. I knew I had Prion. I knew I had Bams. Just go fast.
Yep.
One thing we were kind of hoping to see, which it made sense the way you did it, obviously, but was that since you
The
got
missile
the
thing? No missile.
no, you got
If
the
you're gonna say
soulbound
missile,
catalyst,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You could have used Prion phase 1 Mithrix, got
I
some
didn't
charge
know if it was
back.
gonna be. I didn't
Yeah,
know if that was gonna be enough, and I
and
needed the
again,
Prion direct blast.
yeah.
So
That's what I kind of
Yep.
reasoned it out to. Like I was like, maybe he's unsure because he wanted to get the hug at the
yeah,
beginning of phase 3, but it would have been cool regardless. But hey, I mean, and Host
yeah.
finished
But
up
I
phase
don't.
4.
I don't know how the thing works with soulbound two soulbound catalysts. I don't know how long it
It is
works.
just like a flat time reduction. And with 2, I don't remember how much it is.
Yeah.
Chat, how
The
much is
Prion
a
is like
Eight
soulbound?
8 seconds. I think
8
it's 8
seconds.
seconds.
So it'd be
6,
16.
8. I think it's 8. It's 4 each. Pretty sure.
Oh, 4 each. Okay. I thought
Yeah.
you meant
So
8
then
each.
it's 8. No. 8 seconds. The full thing. Maybe like
It,
ever so slightly, but yeah.
uh, I don't know if there were enough ads. I mean, it would
yeah.
have
I
been
was I
close.
wasn't sure.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
think
want to
you
just gamble it.
played it right. Let's bring Cap in here as well. He finished up. Hello, Cap.
Yo, how's
So,
it going?
tell us what happened.
I I've been speedrunning loader a good amount, but with pylon. So when I got to that stage 2 teleporter and like 6 wisps spawned, I basically just broke down. Obviously, still a decent time, 29 minutes with a +5, but Yeah, it definitely could have been a lot better.
That is not a decent time, but yeah.
Yeah, Cabbage, shut the fuck up.
You know, I'm right.
It was rough
not bad.
because, like, the run had just started. It was like 3 minutes
Yeah.
in, and getting a +5 from the start always is pretty brutal. But
So after that, I really tried to zoom. I got a couple crit. Didn't really lose anything too important. Got the bans, of course, but
there were
yeah.
some really good printers this run. Focus Crystal Stage 1,
Yeah.
Crit Stage 4, Speed Printer Stage 5. Like,
Yep.
in a normal run, this would have been like
Really
a
good.
dream for anybody, but oh man.
Yeah.
Let's bring in Host in here as well. Host, what up?
I think I know what's going on.
Are you too far away from the mic? or
Yar.
something?
Yar.
No, I'm in
Okay.
here.
I'm gonna
You just
turn you
said
up a lot then. Hey, you got second, so congratulations.
Oh wow.
Good time.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Cap died stage 1, so that afforded you a nice,
nice.
comfy
Stage
cushion.
2. Stage 2.
Wait, did I
Let's
say
get it
stage?
right.
I meant first run. Sorry, but whatever.
Yeah.
It didn't make any sense.
Right. Okay.
There we go. Loader run done with the day. This is the website. So far it's only the first run, so you got a ways to go. I mean, honestly, all you guys know, that was a pretty standard loader run for the most part. You guys all got banned stage 2. Easy peasy. You guys got the Focus Crystal Printer stage 1. There was like a back of mag stage 1. Did everyone get the Preon? No, Host, you got the Saw.
Yeah, I
but
was too slow. I I took a little bit too much time at stage 2, just grabbing a few chests around. Found an ATG, which was real nice, but
mhm.
I was really trying to do it. Missed a couple grapples, and as a result, I wasn't able to snag Preon in time.
Yeah, you were just a little bit too far away from it. The Preon came in
Yeah.
pretty good in the Mythic fight as well for Cap and Cabbage
Oh, I'm
too.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Something I didn't know if you guys or not. Since I did have 5.
Cap, you were lagging way
That's
too
true.
bad.
That's true, actually. Yeah, I agree.
Catbot.exe has stopped responding.
Oh,
Yeah,
Cap
my
stream
internet's fucked.
just yeah. If yeah, I'm gonna show your chat what I'm seeing, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Just
Any other,
stay there, Cap. Hold on. What's up, Host?
Any other Nikahanas enjoyers?
Cabbage was a Nugahana
Cabbage.
enjoyer.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, dude.
Did you get the
Did you
brain
love
stocks?
how much? Oh, I missed that. Wow,
Yeah.
that
Tough.
could have been a game changer.
Could have been massive.
GG.
Jesus.
Cap, you good?
No. Let
No.
me give me a sec. Give me a sec.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yay. I mean, name a more iconic duo, right? Race day and internet connections. Yay.
Or Cap and the internet not working.
Cap and the internet, true though. Cran as well. I mean, salute to the boys.
Cap has been specifically not racing a little bit recently in the last couple of weeks and just like choosing to cast with me a bit because his internet has been so bad. But today he was like, you know what? I'm ready. Internet seems fine. We're good to go. No. Hey.
No.
You back?
Really?
All right, I think we're chilling. I just had to go to Task Manager and have it reset OBS. Easy.
Nice.
All right. Well, you guys are good to start Loadout 2 whenever. Maybe try to get in there before Cap's internet completely dies.
Yeah, hurry up, guys. A little quick.
This one's a
Yeah, if
fun
you want
one.
to like just post your results after the race, and
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
it'll be
just
fine.
turn off my stream whenever I get to Mithrix, and then I'll log back on and let you guys know what time I got.
Yeah.
oh, it's a pretty good idea, honestly.
Anyway, you guys get out of here. Good luck with the second loadout. I'll talk to you after.
Good luck, guys.
What did Cabbage get for his time?
23.
23.
Okay.
Almost flat. All right. We're into Loadout 2 Railgunner. I love a good Railgunner run, man. I love it.
And I'm specifically the big boom gun enjoyer, so we
A
have the
supercharge,
full
huh?
supercharge. I'm a supercharge enjoyer. True.
Honestly, we don't get normal mines a lot in these. It feels like we always get Polar Field for some reason.
Mm,
I
yeah.
don't know why that is. It's all randomly rolled. But hey, also I don't think we see a lot of supercharge either. I think it is a lot of the ice abilities here.
Ice. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. But
Um,
this is pretty close to the load I like. I like the other special, but
mm,
I'm partial to supercharge. It's fun, definitely. I just don't like the
y-
cooldown, man. I don't know how much they're going to use the cooldown specifically or the supercharge because it does take them a lot of time if they're going
yeah.
fast. What do you think about it though, as an enjoyer?
I mean, as an enjoyer, I have found that the way you go about this is like if you don't get a crowbar, something to amplify your damage so that you can actually get a one shot in,
Hmm.
you need to invert the logic, you know. So you do two, maybe three snipes, and then you supercharge. Boss
Hmm.
down, usually you can get away cycling that in that way, and then eventually you get like maybe some AoE, a uke or something, and it just kills everything because it's 3.0 proc.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
The proc
Yeah.
coefficient is specifically the reason why. I mean, besides its damage, but like it's so really good. You get anything, and the chance to proc that thing is multiplied by 3. So even a sticky bomb, that's now 15%. ATG, 30%. It's pretty ridiculous. Cap with a nice Molotov actually on the boss to help him
Yeah.
get through a little bit faster. They have a Feather Stage 1 teleporter, which
Oh,
is really,
that is
really good.
such a good opener. Look at that combo at the telly. Like all of your safety needs for the runner. This is going to be a good one as well. Let's see if the next stages deliver in this way. Damn.
Yeah, I
Now,
mean, what's up?
I'm wondering, like, and it's partial to the Gamba because we were discussing this, but do you think it's possible to skip bans as runner? Like, is there any world or
Absolutely.
possibility?
I don't think they're gonna do it though, but you definitely
Mm,
can. I mean, it goes back to the speedrun thing. It depends the format, but I don't know because they have the mines that they do that push. It's really
yeah,
easy to get the pots. Honestly, if you know what you're doing, if you have experience with that kind of thing, with a little bit of pot golf.
yeah. Kids, practice your pot golfing.
Yeah.
It's very valuable.
I mean, I say it all the time when I'm talking about the races and how many things that these guys are expected to really know about this game, but there's so much homework to do, right? In between of like how to roll a pot, how to skip phase 4, all the
Mm.
proc coefficient stuff, all the tech on each survivor and loadout, how to boss skip like AWU, like all of these things are like really needed to stay competitive in this environment. So, and you have to do it all in Eclipse 8. So,
Always so very good. I mean, also with the meta that is developing, right? Like, there's we did say it was
hold
gonna
on.
happen. Who figured? Yep.
Hold that thought for 1 second. There is a family event on stage 2, and it's a beetle event,
Oh.
which is very easy. So, anyway, go on. We say all the time. I didn't mean
Like
to disrupt
bringing
you. Yeah,
no, no, of course, like bringing in speedrunners was gonna push the boundaries of the tech, and then just
absolutely.
make so many things, like so many things. So
Hmm.
homework do be a thing more than play. I mean, play in the play in
They
the
got the
damn
God
game, and
Pot.
then they
Look at
got the
this.
god pots, sure. The believers in the Gamba shambles.
And there we go. Cabbage got the pot done because it is the God Pot. And he got bans pretty much immediately. So, GG to that. I didn't see what Cap did. He walked right near it, but it may just have been kind of infested with beetles. He didn't want to touch it. He's still looking for buttons, so I just didn't see
Where
what he did.
was it? Is it the island? It is the island. So
It's
it's
a little
the
tree.
yeah, it's the nicest, like the most free combo.
Yeah. Okay, Cap did get it, so there we go. Bans for him too. Host is still on stage 1.
Nice.
He's looting a little bit more, um,
Mm,
which is a little bit surprising to see because it is Railgunner.
mm.
But he is looking for something, maybe something that the others left behind or something like that.
Oh yeah. I mean, getting bans. I know he likes to. I know he likes to take his slow game. Maybe lock it in, guarantee. You can
Mm-hmm.
always have a collective throw. You know, like
more consistency. There, I
Exactly.
think is what he's
Like
going for.
the
Yeah.
yeah, consistent, slow, a little slower, a little steadier, but like hammer it home. Like it's going straight and it's not flinching, so that's good as well.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta see. Yeah.
I mean, it paid off for him last loadout because Cap died. So
Oh yeah, exactly. Slowly but surely, collecting some resources. Yeah, and then like the multi one, surely. Anything can happen. Not gonna lie.
mm-hmm.
Cope crit for Railgunner. I mean, if you hit the crit, you get a little bigger bar for your reload. You know?
For predatory, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Slightly larger. And there we go. Host is getting the God Pot as well, and done for him. It's really that
Host
easy.
is, yeah, but I mean, he's brought the A game on the pots today. Even the loader when he rolled it like really smooth. Good to see.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we have been lucky to see the God Pot twice. Do we have any more Aqueduct today? Let me just see real quick. No, this
Multi.
is the last Aqueduct for today. So
Yeah.
two Aqueducts, 2 God Pots, easy peasy. Band's done.
Mm. Oh, caffeinator
Caffeinator
is.
is something that's pretty hard to set up in a run like this, I think, especially with a
Mhm.
character as bursty as Railgunner or Loader, because like you're just
Yeah.
going through so fast. You don't really, you might not even need it.
Yep.
But if like they were playing Commando or something, they're gonna get a lot of items anyway. They could end up getting a firework printer and make some use out of it. But I mean, they have
Yeah. I
bans.
mean,
Mythrix is gonna be like a one shot anyway, right? So
exactly. But the this is always interesting to keep in mind, right? Like caffeinator is such a get out of jail free card. You always got to keep it on the radar. Host getting a little pressured by the lizards. Holy moly.
uh-oh.
Uh,
He does
yeah.
have pennies though, so he is earning a lot of money here.
Mm.
Maybe not as much as he may have been hoping either, though, because he was getting blasted by the glacial one,
Holy
Runald.
Jesus. Yeah.
If he gets the fire tick from just like the edge of the AoE from Jaro, then you can get a lot of free money, especially if you have like a repulsion armor player or something like that too.
Mm, yeah, but so much time lost actually, right? Having to
It
run up the
is.
hill. Yeah. Like maybe a good chunk of a minute or something. Okay, under control again. Let's see. 8-8, 720. Oh, he did start a little later, right? So has a little bit of wiggle room, but he still didn't
I
do the boss.
mean,
Both Cap and Cabbage are done, right?
yeah, they're done with the teleporter completely. Cabbage picking up a Tentabobble, which I don't think will ever come into play really, but it is there. There is also another Void Cradle at the other side of this little bridge. We'll see what it is. It's a Needle Tick, not bad. It's not exceptionally amazing. It's not super game changing here, but it's a little bit of a Needle Tick, so we'll take it. A little bit extra damage. Can't say no.
I mean, Needle Tick Caffeinator, you're starting to look at something. Maybe. Very, very far off still. Um,
Maybe.
And the Tentabobble is hard to. I mean, maybe you can get a nice proc on the supercharge. It is a 3.0, and then you technically hold Mithrix in place for the fire tornado.
That is
Might be
true.
that.
You know what? I'll give you that one though. The Tentabobble, if you do proc it on Mithrix with Supercharge, um, would be very good. Very good. So maybe it's gonna come true. A wood sprite. I actually would rather see Cabbage take the wood sprite here, honestly, but it kind of feels like the yeah, it looks like he's going back for it. He just wasn't really going to get a lot of use out of the caffeinator as a healing equipment because, frankly, it costs money to heal him, which slows down the whole run. So may as well get the
I
one that's
am
free.
exactly free and consistent. Outruns it by a mile.
Cat spent money on a vending machine, couldn't buy the chest. Oh man. And silver pools today. We haven't seen silver pools in a little bit, I feel like. Well, especially not today either, so.
They do have some AoE. Sulfur pools becomes a little bit better, and then Railgunner can just deal with the machine gun boys, you know, the Templars. Always a pleasure to see that. Just wrecking, you know, especially with bands. It's a one shot. Always a pleasure. Oh,
And they did get a gas printer, stage 2, so it looks like they're perfectly fine on that. The teleporter is underneath the map, so they might spawn up top, the bosses. Yeah, we can see that on cap screen too. The boss spawns up top, and the Doom Stars will actually path their way down in the cave, but they will get, they will clip into the wall here if you let them, and they will be, undamageable because their hitbox is just in the wall. It's kind of funny, but
I mean, the
I
supercharge
like how it's
clear
happening right
doesn't
now.
let it doesn't let a lot of stuff to be sucked, you know. So all in all, cap, yeah, there you go. I mean, it's Railgunner. We've covered this before. Just Railgunner things.
Just Railgunner.
Maybe at this point they're gonna be counting. I mean, Cabbage has 2 attack speed, Cap has none, and Host has a Maka. So maybe people gonna be thinking about the pillar skip. Surely that has to be on the back of everybody's mind, you know? Get that set up.
So this is one thing. There is a itemless pillar skip with this loadout, and I just don't know if all of them know it. I know Cap knows it for sure. I
Mm-hmm.
think Cabbage might know it. I don't know if Host knows it. Regardless, though, it is a tiny bit risky if they're not practiced with it, because you need to be very precise. But they do have a feather, so that should cover for them if they need it.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is a possibility. Would be hyped to see. It's so precise.
Mm-hmm.
It's falls back on the category. Definitely gotta like punch some time into that, you know, like practice the angles and all the where to start, where to throw the mine. That helps a lot.
Mm-hmm. The trick to do it, by the way, chat room, is throwing up your mine as high as you can, and while it's going up and falling, you have recharged your all of your mines already, so that by the time you jump off of it, you have a double mine ready to go to push yourself up again. And you have to do that to get up to the middle portion and then up to the around the lip as well from the branches. So
It's so tight. Whoa, Cap is Cap Cap the comeback? Mm-hmm. Question mark.
what happened? What do you do?
Pulling ahead a little bit. What is Cabbage doing? He's surprise, surprise. Another band.
Another band. Look at that. I love to
Oh,
see it.
okay. So this fortune smiles on the produce believers.
I mean, we talk about speed versus acceleration a lot, and I think this is just one of those scenarios, right?
Mm.
Cabbage could start to accelerate way faster with this extra band, especially during the Mythics fight. It depends how much damage Cap gets, though, too.
Mm, mm, mm.
He's racing against his internet. It's funny. He is. He's
Uh,
got 5 minutes before it turns off, so he's gotta move. There's a
oh,
mountain shrine here on Grove. I doubt they're gonna hit it, but it could
mhm.
be an interesting gamble. It wouldn't be too bad necessarily because they're Railgunner. They can just one shot whatever. But
Yeah. Would this like the dramatic turn? Somebody going south Cap and both Cap
oh
and Cabbage
no,
just played safe. Yeah.
I just realized this map has larva and caps on it. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Cap already being
Yeah.
swarmed by
Oh,
larva here.
oh my God.
He's got to be
Yeah.
careful. He might have to just use his mines. If you throw out your mine and then throw another one, it will cancel the first one and automatically activate it. So he might be able to use that to just push the larva away in a pinch.
Mm.
Something good to think
Oh,
about, like with jellyfish as well.
yep. Also, the drop is a uke. That is always a good find.
Hmm.
When you do proc it, it's so good on the AoE. So good. They're looking set. like as much damage as they can muster, and probably the DPS race.
Yeah, I agree. No DLC race would have no larva. Is that why Cap wants it so bad? That makes sense. That's-
Everybody pushing the no DLC race until we get a Shreks. Yeah.
Uh, the self damage Rex no DLC was a rough one, honestly. There's not too many people that have done that, so especially at the time, it was a lawless wasteland. Host finding the extra band as well, which is really nice.
Oh.
So Cap is the only one without it. Though Host, admittedly, is a little bit behind here, so he does have
Yeah,
some catching up to do.
Cabbage, not necessarily out of the woods. Can definitely maybe screw up a little timing. Maybe somebody doesn't hit a crit spot. I don't know how they're going about that, but you can definitely, you know.
A pocket ICBM
Oh
for
my god.
Cabbage. Behind one of the rocks near one of the root ramps up to the topmost area.
How? Cap
No
booking
missiles
it?
though.
No, yeah. It's a nice little keychain he's bringing in.
If Cabbage finds a missile, suddenly, like, he's gonna have the fastest mythic fight out of everybody. But we'll see.
No. Nice shot on Cap to just as Railgunner does zero out the Xi construct nice and early.
I want to point out what Cabbage just did as well, because he knows how to mind jump off of a vent to get massive distance across the map. And he just did that like perfectly right in the teleporter. And that saves a ton of time as opposed to just walking or just using mines normally. There's a lot of interesting like mine movement tech that I don't think a lot of people use. There's one in particular that is ridiculous. If you frame perfect your mine as like if you throw a second mine out just as your first mine is exploding, it will frame perfect boost you very, very, very far. Stuff like that. There's like a lot of like little tricks and whatever. But some of it is just like so hard to do. It's like not even reasonable. So Host got on the
Oh
mountain
yeah, but
front. Oh, nice.
the movement mine is definitely what makes a lot of the skill ceiling on a runner be like as high as it is, you know.
I mean that and just like the aim required, the positioning. You have to have all of these good instincts as an FPS player anyway, and then beyond that, then you have like all of the tech above it. So it's like, oh, it's a lot, man. There's always like no one has perfect aim here, right? Someone's always gonna miss once or a couple times, so it
Oh yeah,
always
the
just reaches so high.
quick little side note, the fate of everyone's Gamba lying on the shoulders of Host Mountain Shrine. Because I think it's a shipping request form, right? On the stage 5 telly. So no boss items to be seen yet. Mm.
Was it? I don't. I think they got the shipping request form from a chest, actually.
Oh yeah, no. I think Cap. Yeah, I think I look at Cap. I think he has two. Looks like he has two.
Oh, okay.
So
I
yeah,
don't know though.
just mini.
That was Uke.
No,
It was you clearly. That's right.
may yeah maybe Host can find the Poggy. Do
For
we
stage
believe in
4.
Poggy here?
I'm out of
Like
my
a
mind.
poly loot? I don't know. I didn't see any Radels.
I didn't either. I do have the stage logs up until this point. I wanted to see if there was like a poly loot somewhere before stage 4 or something. Just out of curiosity. I don't think so.
I think.
No.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at Host and I have a feeling that he did a little bit of an extra scouting. Surely a visible Radel could have been on the
Mm-hmm.
radar. He is a little behind, like just on the pull, you know, pull and push and pull of the momentum.
Oh, chat. What do you think was in the golden legendary chest on stage 4? I
Oh
give you a
yeah,
few
that's
guesses.
always a good one.
Yeah. What could it have been? I see it. I know what it is.
If you had If you had one adjective to describe it, my good sir, what would you call the red inside said golden chest?
Don't make me do it.
The risk, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's never
Absolute
worth. Yeah,
detrimental.
detrimental. Is it a fucking ages? Like, oh my god.
No, it's a Wake of Vultures. So
Oh, even better.
yeah.
Wow.
Again,
Wow.
I want to remind everyone here, the Wake of Vultures on Eclipse 8, in a lot of instances, actually makes you lose health when you use it instead of, uh, just buffing you and healing you like normal. So it's a problem with E5, specifically with half healing, because you don't heal back to full after you gain shields. So very unfortunate, especially on the moon. You kill a perfected on the moon, and suddenly you're at half health, which is something, definitely. There's a reason why no one really wants to take it on E8. So it goes
It
from being
is.
like a pretty interesting item with you know, it's fine to this will ruin your run, or it could like really fast.
Cap Cap with the skip. He threw it up. He's lined it up. We're all the way up. Let's see if he got it. The feather is the bailout, but he
Hmm.
probably got it. Nope.
He is
Oh,
on Branch's territory. He's not aiming his M1 properly. He needs to aim it away from the branch so he can get on. Okay,
okay.
good. From here, he can pretty easily get up, though. He already knows it. He doesn't need the extra mine here, he doesn't feel like, because he has enough attack speed to just shoot up. This is pretty close. He did feather. He got it. There we go. Good
Nice,
job.
nice, nice.
Was an ATG anywhere? Actually, let me see. Because that would be nice to know.
Yeah, surely a shame
Yes.
if we have an ICBM with no ATG in the seed.
Yeah, there was an ATG that Cabbage missed, so unfortunate.
Smash.
It was after he got the ICBM as well. So
Not a lot of damage coming in from Cap, actually, you know. All things considered, yeah.
it's
Maybe
surprising how little damage there is. He really only has the bands. And he's really only doing ice band damage here because he's not getting a Tenababa proc on his supercharge. So
mm.
he really needs that for the extra damage. It looks like he's just gonna do M2 for a while. If he does get a sticky bomb proc, that'd be huge. But he also has to proc sticky bomb, um, and have it go off before Mithrix jumps. So there's some tight time constriction there. He pretty much needs to do supercharge as soon as he lands.
Oh yeah. Maybe mildly out of the what's the word, the adaptive armor that he gets, you know. So like as soon as he starts moving, yeah, there we go, beautiful shot. Okay, let's see if Cabbage can accelerate this. Remember, he has an extra band and an APR. He has an AP round, yeah.
That, yeah, that is, he
He
has
actually
two.
has a couple.
Yeah.
Huh.
This is massive for
Hmm.
Cabbage, actually. I mean, look how much more damage he's doing compared to Caps. So the Cabbage skip, I just missed it. I wasn't looking. But I mean, I can assume what he did.
Yeah, he has like he did cap skip. He had a nicer time because he has more attack speed.
Yeah, just went all the way up.
So yeah, very very easy. Okay, Cap, you're yeah, Cabbage hot on the tail already, almost caught up.
He's gonna catch up right now, and this is what I like to see. Um, Having players be near the edge of the map or as close or as far to the edge as they can get for how close they need to be to do damage. In this case, Railgunner, they can do damage to the whole stage, whatever. But staying away from the middle of the arena when phase 2 starts is so important.
I think Cap missed the crit.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he did use Eichler head, so he did crit, but I guess he just didn't get the extra crit damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Look at Cabbage's screen. You'll see the
Oh,
juxtaposition.
beautiful. And
Uh,
oh, it was so close to just getting phase 3 done immediately. Uh, it looks like he's just going to kill Mithrix, which is the right play here. Um, because you can just end phase 4 so fast with Railgunner, it's unbelievable. Just shoot him like once and you're good. Cat, meanwhile, has to do pretty much all of phase 3 because he just doesn't have as much damage. Host is on the moon. We'll see how he goes. And Cabbage is done with phase 4. Boom. Yeah,
Damn.
This run just came down to damage prioritization and stuff. A little bit of looting here and there. Because that's what allowed Cabbage to just do it much better. Because Cap went to the moon first. He got into the fight first. But because
Yep.
Cabbage was accelerating so much more with these items, it just allowed him to blaze right past him. So
Yeah, I'm thinking like the AP rounds, because like, oh, you got a nice
Cap
skip,
almost.
clutching it out, clap.
Cap almost died for that skip. Jesus.
Cap commits.
My lord.
Holy shit. Okay. Now he has the escape sequence, which actually became scary. Remember, nobody has any healing. I mean, he has a leeching seed, but you know.
That's not healing. If he gets hit by a pizza line here, that is a +5. So, and if he gets hit by a pizza line over that like gap, he would probably take 2. Oh my god.
Fucking scary.
We might see some grubbing happen in the ship, dude. Might happen.
Oh,
Sometimes it is pretty easy just to take a pizza line or something, so.
Gamer host setting up for the skip, is he not? He's positioning. Okay.
He is doing the triple mine skip here, or he's trying to. It looks like he said, never mind, and he's just gonna try to go up this way. I don't know if he has enough attack speed to do what he's doing. Maybe.
He has 3. He has 3 Maka. He should be fine.
Oh, okay. I was looking at resurgence, but yeah, that's fine.
Is he? No. Oh
my god. He needs a mine boost. Oh, that's a rip
no,
from gamer host.
Pray
for the bear. Oh my god, he actually made it. He had enough attack speed. He should have died, actually. He threw the mine and it blasted him into the floor. But the 2 opals plus the attack speed that he was pushing down actually saved his life. In any other normal scenario, that would have been an instant death. So, yeah, that was a very big host moment, though. Falling to his death, or presumed death. All right, let's bring in Cabbage and Cat both. Let's see. Hey, you two. What up?
What up?
What up?
How'd I do?
So you did pretty good. You got second.
Yeah.
So the main thing with that run, Cap, you went a little bit faster. You got to Mithrix first, but because Cabbage looted a little bit more, he just had more damage. You just had a really slow Mithrix fight. You had pretty much nothing.
You know what it was? I was using my ocular hood, and the first like 3 supercharges I tried, I missed the crit.
Yeah, I saw that.
All of my double damage gone.
Sad boys.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Host actually got a syringe out of the shipping request form here. Will actually help him skip. He's having trouble here. He actually he hosted, but his opal saved him. He fell all the way from the branches.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he actually got the combined slowdown was massive. Oh, he got roofed. No, Mr. Gamer, sir.
He's
40 seconds between me and Cabbage. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I hit one of those crits for the supercharge, I probably would have won that.
I don't think Host did a very good mind. Okay. Host is gonna come on. That was not good form. That was not it.
He just used his feather.
Yeah,
oh my god. We're at it again. No, man.
Oh no.
Oh, he has teddy bear. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Those opals, man.
It's so clutch. How is this possible? Like, Oh,
I've never seen
my
such a
God.
value from
Chillin'.
opals in my entire life.
How many opals is that?
Two.
That's 2, right? Yeah.
2?
It's
All right.
insane. I mean, he's shooting against the ground too, but like, oh my god.
So to make this skip a lot easier, I don't know if you guys saw my skip, but
Yeah,
you basically did
very
what Zinc
accurate.
did in his like item list with his loadout, and you throw the first mine way up in the air, and then by the time it lands, you already have like 2 more.
Mhm.
Think that I don't know.
I haven't seen an itemless one as well. Like since I think since cabbages, yeah. God damn. Mm. Should be well. I mean, all things
Wow, he hit the
considered.
crit.
All things considered, looking at the builds, I'm thinking that the APR actually came in much more clutch for cabbage. You know, they actually
Absolutely.
got the extra ban, but like, those APR, like, where was that even? I don't, because like not even host has any, right? Like, look at the speed.
Yeah, Shrine stage 4.
Oh yeah, value.
Interesting.
Also,
I barely looted
Cabbage,
that stage.
you were the only one who found the ICBM.
Yeah,
But you
I
did
think I
not
have
find the ATG on stage 5, which was in a multi-shot.
Mm.
Yeah, that ICBM had negative value because I looted more because I wanted to miss out. But
Yeah.
nothing I looted was like good, I think. So I just like gained time because of that ICBM.
Regardless, you still won, so it was okay. But man, we were really hoping you'd find it. It was so close. Not that it would have mattered
Shot.
too much. I don't think it would have
Question mark
gained
in
you a
the
bonus
shot?
point or anything, but
Is my voice bugging out? Hello?
yeah,
It
you're
bugged a little
a little bit robotic.
Yeah.
Is it
Robo
better now?
cabbage.
We good? Hello?
Sometimes you have to like restart Discord altogether for it to fix itself.
What is wrong
Just sick.
with your Discord?
That's just Discord in general.
I've never seen anyone else have that problem.
Well, we got cabbage right here.
All right, well,
Phase 2 was pretty breezy with this build.
oh yeah,
Railgunner.
just sit
Oh,
back
the
on
early-
the edge of the map and just kill everything.
Yeah. Pick them off.
I was talking about that again too, like just not being in the center of the map when they all spawn around you. So important. We've seen
Yep.
so many deaths on phase 2 Mythrix in the loadout races just because of that. Just because like everyone wants to get phase 2 over with as soon as they can, but you know, it's they get a little bit too in there.
Mm,
It's a tricky phase to go quick on.
Is he gonna wait for the bans? He is. Smart moved. Let's see.
And then he just shot Mythrix's leg with an M2. I would have waited, I think, for the supercharge because you have a crowbar. Maybe with the Banzer. So either way,
good
he's
damage.
in the pizza phase. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if you want to know more about the schedule and stuff, the thing is we don't know the schedule beforehand before we do this kind of stuff. We know the schedule week to week, and we will let you know when the next race is. If you are in the Discord, we'll notify you and everyone in there when we find out. So we found out I was for sure on the schedule yesterday, which was a little bit late, but running down some stuff, you know.
Ooh.
But that's why we all know it's today. Thumbs up.
Is he gonna get the rotation? Is that is a singular shot enough damage? He has to wait for the armor.
It's a pretty good
No.
setup.
I had to wait for
Oof.
the armor.
Yeah, it wasn't enough.
Oh,
And that's a
He's
plus
walking
5.
back to the center of the. Oh, well.
No.
There we go. Press it.
Press it. I mean, I can pull him. I can suggest. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
he's done. Just
He's
let him
almost
finish.
done. Yeah.
Yeah. Leave the flow going. Get that out of the system. At the end of the day, it don't really matter, do it? So yeah.
He was trying to set up there right at the very, very end for a jumpless phase 4 skip, but he just did waste his band, so he's not going to get another one here. He should just kill him, because it's really easy to kill him in phase 4 with just a few shots. Like, what Cabbage did was a great example. I mean, phase 4 skip is great if... really nice phase 4 skip there, though.
Nice.
Yeah,
Phase 4 skip is great if you have low damage, but if you're Railgunner or Loader, it's usually not that bad, especially with Thunderslam like what we saw earlier today. And he is done.
Nice.
And what's the third loadout say? Oh yeah, Lights Out Bandit with Blast.
Oh yeah.
My
Lights
favorite.
Out Bandit. Desperado is Desperado is a crutch. Rawr.
At least we'll get good
Lights Out is
mobility with the
better.
lights out early on.
Yeah, Lights
I
Out
really
is better
like-
than Desperado.
Don't even talk to me.
Well, you can't say that and be serious, but
No, I'm completely serious.
Let's bring in Host into the cast. We'll let him charge ship, but Hey Host, keep charging ship. It's fine. We're just gonna talk to you in here while you're doing that though. Because you were the last one left.
Oh,
So
surprise.
the Railgunner run. It was kind of pretty standard like the Loader run was for you guys. You guys got the band stage 2. A little bit of speed here and there, a little bit of damage here and there. But mostly it was kind of just, I mean, the Feather Stage one was huge, obviously. But other than that, I mean, it wasn't too insane. Not any like amazing equipment or anything like that. Not any super notable items besides the ICBM that Cabbage found that he couldn't use. So,
Nobody found the ATG.
yeah.
Smash
No.
boys.
Come in, nobody found it. You're right. So,
do
it
we know
was
where
on
it
stage
was,
5.
or just that there
Stage
was
5
one?
multi-shop.
Okay.
I don't know exactly where. I just know that it was in a shop.
I wonder if it was a question mark.
It could have
Oh.
been.
Those are always exotic.
Yeah.
I always go for a gamble.
Oh, by the way, can we just talk about this real quick? Like, Mr. Gamer Sir, the value on those 2 opals.
Unreal.
What the hell was that, my friend? Like, holy moly.
Oh, that's this host special.
Yeah. That was intense to watch.
More
Like,
value
yeah,
than I've ever seen.
Okay, so yeah, I'm sure you guys were just really having a field day with that, but I was confused why that one mine I placed on the side when I was falling used my jump. Okay, this should boost me up. It does nothing. I just phased right through it. I was right on top of that mine. It should have bounced me back up.
that you put on the side of the arm, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you had like some weird momentum lock equilibrium, like
No,
the speed.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It was just me being stupid, I guess.
I don't think it's normally a good
know.
idea to put mines on the side of walls, though, usually. Because they, like... It's weird.
They
It's
get-
probably better
they
to
get
do it on, like,
finicky?
the flat part of the ramp. Just walk up and blast off of it. Either way. We've been sitting in the cast for a little bit, so if you guys are ready for Bandit, let's go.
I'm ready.
Boot up when you're ready. And we'll see you in there. We'll pull you
Okay.
back in afterwards. Good luck, everybody.
All right, good luck. Cabbage don't suck.
I'll try my best.
Bringing it. Yeah, chat. I see some cabbage sweep movement in the chat. I don't know. Like, we know how it goes, but +5s and tiny little fuck ups are always around the corner, especially when zooming.
So this Bandit
Uh,
loadout's pretty interesting.
It's hard to judge your power level, right? Like, look at those 4 shots. It's awful. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So there's a few things about this loadout. Cabbage going right for the Void Cradle pretty much immediately, despite how much health he had, which is interesting.
And the Wungus cap
Same
as
with
well.
Cap.
Holy.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
that's gonna pay off.
This
Yeah.
loadout is the exact opposite of what I use on Bandit. I actually like the knife though. I think the knife is fun. It's a little fun AoE early.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that being said, it's worse for Mithrix because you can't really get in there easily. You can do it, but you can't get in there as easily to apply Hemorrhage Sacks if you need to. The Blast M1. I know there's a lot of Blast enjoyers out there, and I get it. It does more damage per shot, but man, the accuracy / bloom of this ability makes a lot of people not like it. You have to really pace your shots with this ability. And if you don't, the shots can go off the side of the screen. And because the bullets are very, very accurate with blasts, it's very easy to miss if you're not paying attention to your bloom. So it's very important they pace their shots unless they're like hugging an enemy. And then Lights Out. There's not much to say about Lights Out on why most people prefer Desperado. Desperado is infinitely scaling damage. Lights Out isn't. I think Lights Out can be fun, but it is harder to win with than Desperado is for sure. So I would like to see people utilizing Lights Out a little bit here at least, because Lights Out resets all of the shots of Blast and the shot of your knife. It's really nice to shoot an enemy a couple times with the M1, finish them off with Lights Out, and then kind of chain that, right? Start shooting your Blast a ton, finish it off with Lights Out, and that way you can reset damage cycles very, very quickly. Same with Hemorrhage. You can get a lot of Hemorrhage on a boss by just shooting a Beetle, like on Cap Screen.
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
shooting a Wisp, going in for a Hemorrhage. So that's what it's all about. He's just getting some AoE with the shift. He's not really hemorrhaging as much or blasting as much either, but it's a
Yeah.
very involved play style actually. So
I think like keeping it contained, just like getting the resets. If you're shifting in and out of cover, like you're getting value either way. And yeah, I mean, hemorrhage at the end of the day, if you keep it in the like early on, like one stack, two stacks, they can be like very, very strong. Like surprisingly
Yep.
strong. So more of a juggling the interests other than anything, I think.
I mean, unfortunately, Lights Out falls off pretty hard past the first 2 stages. So they're really gonna need to put in extra work to get chains going as well. A lot more upfront damage and then finishing off with Lights Out. Because there's not gonna be really any wisps that you can just one shot unless you get like specifically a lot of backup mags or Light State is actually pretty fun with Lights Out.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, so Race, question.
Yep.
How you feeling about the items that we got so far? Because I'm
Horrible.
looking at the screen and I don't see Mr. Gamer has a little sticky bomb there that's pulling in some weight, but overall, just ugh.
Overall, it's going to be Cabbage really trying to utilize the focus crystals by staying in close with Smoke Bomb to try to get some value out of that. Maybe the knife on a boss or something. But focus crystal is not really good long-term damage for Bandit at all. It's, again, only kind of early on kind of help. And we don't really need a lot of early on help. Not in kind of that way, I guess. A good early on helper item would just be some AoE, a little bit of speed or something. But that's the thing about early game. Like, if it's something is only meant to help early game, then it's not really. You can play without it because you don't really need that much help.
You should, in fact, learn to substitute it for the next best thing. The late game counterpart or something.
If you can look forward and look ahead to your build and what would it be at end game, and you can get there without needing that early crutch, then it's just better, right?
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of the time when people are learning Eclipse, they kind of like bulk up on healing because they have less healing from E5. And that's kind of always like the wrong way to look at it. If the game is telling you don't use healing, don't double down on it because you're not going to really be able to use it that much. So that's kind of just one of the learning curves of Eclipse, definitely.
Also, I'm wondering what is Cabbage looking to accomplish. He hit a combat shrine and he's trying to farm it out. I'm curious. Oh, okay. So he's looking for something. A quail is something, and a gas. Oh my god, this man can do no wrong. What the hell?
Very nice. The thing is, like, I'm sure he's looking at this build, and they should probably all be in some capacity. They should be looking at this Bandit build and saying, okay, I can't rely on Desperado to help me out on the moon to just get a quick, easy
Yep.
fight. We can't rely
Yep.
on bans on stage 2 anymore because we're not getting that map. We might need to loot more here, especially because the item stage 1 weren't enough to like carry long term. They probably need to just start full looting a little bit, at least until they're comfortable.
I
Obviously,
mean,
still
Cap.
going fast, but
Yeah, but I think Cap looking at you, Race, and being like, no, 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 I'm going the full speed run. He got a razor wire for the AoE. I think he's pushing it like he came here too quick, you know?
it
Like look
is
at
a it's very
the
much a
opening, you know?
gamble.
Yeah.
You can absolutely go very fast, but if someone loots a little bit more than you, finds the items that you didn't, like we just saw it with last loadout as well. Cap went a little bit faster than Cabbage all the way through, got to Mythrix faster, but because he didn't have those extra AP rounds and bans and all that other stuff, he just ended up losing anyway. So it's always it's walking a tightrope between where you think your build is at and what you think it could be. It's really rough. There's never really a deterministic right answer every time until you look at the item logs and the stats and whatever. But as in the moment, it's rough. It's always second guessing and trying to squeeze as much time out of it as you can. But this one, I think they're definitely going to go slower than they did on Railgunner and Bandit, or not Bandit, Railgunner and Loader. So
Yeah.
at least that much is obvious.
I'm curious to see how Cap like this level is decisive, I think, this stage, I mean. Depending what he gets, if he's gonna opt into slowing down a little bit, maybe, because if you don't get anything to work with, very questionable, you know?
Mm-hmm. So on Cabbage's stream,
Oh,
this is a moment where I would try to utilize Lights Out and Hemorrhage on the boss here, just a little bit. Stuff like that. Host is doing the adaptive chest. It looks like he missed out on some stuff, but Penny's is actually pretty good. I think that was either the last automatic get kind of out of the chest, or
yeah, yeah,
he
yeah.
randomly hit it at the end, but
Race, my good sir, excuse me a sec. Be back.
okay. Cabbage not having too much of a problem with the teleporter boss, even though it is a Dune Strider. Host is about to start it. Never mind. It just looks like he's leaning a little bit more. Never mind, he's going right in. We'll see how he handles it. Cap is already on stage 3 as well. Sulfur Pools again. A little bit rough. And with the Razor Wire on Sulfur Pools, you could be in a situation where you're getting hit by a lot of poison pods if you're not careful, right? The range of Razor Wire is significantly increased with 2, and that's just going to be blasting them all around you. So it'd be helpful to take them out if you see them. They do have one Gazelle, so it's not too bad. A Recycler on Cap. All right, so I'm rubbing my hands together. This is what I like to see. So Recyclers in the races are extremely fun. We have a custom method for seeding them. Oh, Cap might die here. He did just lose his watch. That is really unfortunate. He was a little bit too slow with his damage cycles, and he was kind of juggling between hitting the pests there and Cap. Cap's fine. He was juggling between hitting the pest and the Templar, and oh, here we go. He actually hit a wood shrine to get the oh, very good. There's so much stuff happening right now. He re-rolled the needle tick out of the Bradle that he spawned next to when he came back up. Very, very good. It looks like he's going to use the saw for the teleporter as well because he needs the extra damage. Okay, so recycler seeding. Very
Yeah.
cool stuff.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite things in the races, and I love to see multiple people with the recycler. It is seeded, in my opinion, what is like the perfect way to do it. If Cap finds a white item, let's say it's a firework, and he re-rolls it, it will be something. Let's say it turns into a dagger. If Cabbage finds a white item as his first item, and it's a sticky bomb, and he re-rolls it, it will still be a dagger. So it's always the first in sequence. There is like a seeded list of rerollable items that you will go into, and that is true for all rarities. So if you are on green and you reroll your first green item, it will always be A. The second green will always be B. Your third red item you reroll will always be C, etc. If your item is the one that it would be re-rolled into already. It will move to the next one. And then in that list, the one that you skipped will move back forward. So it's really good. It's very, very fair. And I love seeing the plays between what people decide to reroll. It's all in the decision making here.
Oh, Cabbage just souped up an ATG in blue. That was a nice call.
What did people get different boss items that one race though? Because someone did not find an extra boss item because they did not find a gun in stage 4. I know which one you're talking about. And that kind of goes like, so by the time that a few of the racers got to the stage 5 boss, they had already found a few yellow items. And so they have already re-rolled several and were able to push their list forward. And so by the time that someone else got there and they did not find as many boss items, they didn't get the same exact rerolls.
I think it was host Mr. Murph at the end of the Molten Perforator, excuse me, at the end of the reroll chain, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure. Cabbage found a go-to printer, by the way. That is the
That's really
turning
nice.
point. Yeah. If Cap doesn't go for this, he's
Oh.
going to be seriously compromised.
So no one else has found the recycler yet, and Cabbage just picked up the needle tick. So, as we know with the recycler, it doesn't matter that Cabbage picked up that specific needle tick. If he finds another white void item and the recycler, he could re-roll it into the safer spaces like Cap did. But he needs to find the recycler in order to do that. So we'll see.
Yeah, we have two teddies in the multiverse currently. We're waiting on Mr. Host and Mr. Cabbage to pick them up. Maybe they'll cash in. Where did Cap find that recycler?
It was up
'Cause-
top in the middle, the big orb area.
Oh,
It looks like Cap is ditching the recycler for some wings, actually, that he found a little bit near teleporter. Getting the post skip early. I mean, that is definitely a play. It looks like Host just lost some healing for a war banner.
he's coping for the speed, man. That isn't good.
What if Cabbage recycles safer spaces? Well, then he will get an item that is second in that list. So, for example, if the recycler list for void common items was safer spaces and then void crit, right? If he recycled the safer spaces and it was the first white void item he found, it would go to void crit. And then the next void white item he found that he rerolled, then it would go back to safer spaces because he hadn't yet received that one.
It's a nice little queue system. Really got to thank the mod team. People are amazing. It's always cool to see. Also, quick comment. Always love this little interaction, right? So Cap is going balls to the walls. He got one Beetle Queen. We look down at the left. Mr. Gamer finishing up like no stress, but double Beetle Queen. So the gamble does have a little bit of reprieve sometimes, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get a single boss on stage 5. That's always a good feeling.
If you go fast enough, it's just less or fewer boss credits available, and you can just get fewer bosses on the TP, which is always great. That's always one of the benefits of going a little bit faster. That is a +5 for Host. He just got hit by a Beetle Guard Sunder there, so that is unfortunate. And not only is it a +5, it's a Lost Watch as well. So that does slow down his run. Ooh. Tough. Don't count him out yet, though. There is plenty of room for anyone else to die here. This is a Bandit lights out blast run, so... It looks like Cabbage is going up to the center of the map. He might actually find the recycler up here. He does see the equipment barrel. He is going for it. I wonder if he'll take it. I think he will. He's thinking about it. Oh, he's really trying to decide. He can't decide. I think he's going to say no, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's thinking it's a throw, you know, the time lost rerolling, but like honestly.
This is one of those runs where I feel you want to re-roll some stuff just to get a power edge on some of your opponents, I think. Especially now that Cap has re-rolled a few of his items from that stage. Even the safer spaces alone is massive. So We'll see. It looks like Cabbage did go back and get the recycler. I think he should have gotten it. He would have been able to reroll the death mark, and that would have been nice. I actually don't know what the first green reroll is, but I don't know if Cap rerolled a green at all, actually.
Cap.
But I'm happy
maybe?
that Cabbage shook it. Now this is interesting. Cabbage has the opportunity to get the safer spaces if he finds a white void, which is always good. Cabbage also does have an ATG, while no one else has that right now. So Cabbage has a unique position here to speed ahead of the other guys.
Oh,
He is
it's a
scrapping a lot as
shatter
well.
spleen, gentlemen. It's a shatter spleen on the boss. Sorry for that. Holy
Unfortunately,
moly.
Shadow Swain isn't as good with Blast Bandit. You don't get as much bleed stacking with without shotgun. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, but you're gonna need something else to really unlock it. A Crowdfunder, for example, would be really good with Shatter Spleen on Bandit because you can get the guaranteed backstab hits, stuff like that. But it's mostly just a little bit of an AoE item here. So now that Cabbage has the recycler, he might be able to reroll it into something actually more beneficial for them. So
Also, did we see if Cap got his chrysalis from a chest or did he re-roll that? Because then that could also be up for grabs, you know?
I think he just got it out of an equipment bro.
Oh. And then host with the egg.
Interesting. They all are taking different
Mm.
equipments into stage 4.
And he's definitely going to be winning the fuel cell, but if he gets a little more mobility, he can bandit one of those cheeky survivors, right? You can get away with those scuffed, kind of improvised pillar skips. It's always a
Yeah.
good one.
I think Bandit is perfectly fine skipping with one egg. I don't know if he needs a feather or not. I don't think so. So
Cap found an ATG that changes his damage profile. He's looking much better now.
it
Even if
does
he's messed
mean
up for a
though
bit.
that Cabbage can also find that ATG and get 2. So, but it does help Cap out a lot more to get the first one than it does for Cabbage to get the second. That being said, so you are right. But it also means Host can go and get that as well. It seems like Host did miss a lot of stuff on that stage with a lot of items near the teleporter there. But that being said, I mean, they're not trying to. Oh, and Cabbage does pull the ATG out of the same multi-shot too. He hit the
Oh my
same one.
God.
There were 2 question marks, and he hit the right one. So really, honestly, awesome out of that one. I want to see what the other one was, just out of curiosity. I'm gonna see if I can find it, because that's really interesting. Chat. I am on it. I don't know what's happening.
Are we getting? Is it dropping frames?
No, I just like decided to stop capturing the actual race for some reason.
Sheesh.
Out of nowhere, it just said, "Hey, we're not gonna do that anymore." Thanks, OBS. I appreciate it. Sorry, chat. I don't know. Sometimes it stops. I had that last time too. Okay.
Mild OBS things. Yeah, it's looking a little laggy on the follow, but surely we'll be back soon enough.
It's just OBS hooks on Chrome sometimes doesn't work as well as they should. We didn't miss much. Oh, look at that. Cabbage just found a poly loot. And so he has 3
Holy.
poly loots right now. I don't know if he rerolled that because I just looked back.
I think
Cabbage rerolled and Neil took the poly loot. That's not possible. So
no.
you cannot reroll a white void into a green void. Rerolled though.
What?
Okay, so he did reroll something else. Oh, it's Tenta Bubble. Okay.
Penta. Oh, okay.
Nice. That is a really good choice though. Tenta Bubble is okay. But especially without shotgun, they're not going to really get as many procs out of it as well. So reroll it, try to get a plasma shrimp or a polyloot like what he did. Oh, there is a boss printer on this map, and Cabbage has a recycler, and they're going to get a shatter spleen from the boss. I know they're not going to do it. I know they're not going to sit there and grind it. But
That's
he could definitely get any boss item he wanted in a normal run, right? He could sit there,
that's
print, reroll, until he gets whatever.
it's always such a sad spend when you get one of those seeds and it's lost in a race. You know, so much
Yeah.
potential for the setup.
Also here, because Cabbage has Polyloot, he actually shook his head. He didn't want to pick it up. But because he has Polyloot, he can actually unlock some value out of the spleen, which is really
Mhm.
nice. If he gets a backstab spleen hit with Polyloot, then it starts moving. Host hit the wrong question mark in the trash shop there and got a razor wire instead. And
Oh,
I
that
did
is.
find that out, but that's when the stuff with OBS started happening, so I don't want to.
Oh, also, hot takes. Cap is opting to greed it. Oh, okay, another safer spaces. He actually has the spaces. He's gonna be able to loot out the void items really quick. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
he's already done with the TP. Is this enough of a lead? Always the question. Always the question.
I mean, look at his damage though, Corny. He has an ATG and 2 watches, and that's it. This is
Yeah.
only with lights out too. This is gonna be a
Yep.
really long Mythrix fight. Very, very long. And he doesn't have a lot of speed either.
Yep.
So it's not only going to be a very long Mythrix fight, it's going to be a very active and stressful one for him. He does have saber spaces, though, which is nice.
Yeah.
But Cabbage is
Safer
starting to go
spaces.
fast.
The fox feather as well. You know.
It looks like
Love
Cabbage
it.
does notice the boss printer, and he did nod when looking at it, so he might go over and get another reroll on the shadow spring. He is going to do it. Let's see what he gets. I'm actually really excited. He cannot get Planula out of it, right? So there's
Mm,
that. It looks like
that.
he's not going to. Never mind.
Oh,
It seemed like
I
he
mean,
was, but that's fine.
yeah. I mean, what are the better options, right? Little D maybe, like the little disciple, molten
Most of the
perforator.
perforators are good,
Yeah.
obviously, but Shadow Swain's not necessarily bad. It's just not really going to help them. Unfortunately, it's just kind of there. It will get a little bit of bleed stack, but because the duration of the bleed will be so low because Polyloot procced it, it's not going to be a very long thing as well. It looks like Cabbage did get the oh, nice. He scrapped at the beginning of stage 4 with the intention of
Ooh.
going to a blue portal, and it looks like it paid off because the afterburn is great. Not only can you move a lot faster because you just have more charges, but it's also counts as way more jumps, so that's really nice for them.
Yep. Also looking at Cap's screen, his skip is gonna be a 2-cycle skip, correct? He
Oh,
doesn't have enough
definitely.
speed. Yeah.
It's gonna be very
Oh,
slow.
not good. Not even a red whip to top it off. Maybe that could have saved him. I think in the current situation, if Cabbage leaves within 2 minutes, 3 minutes, he should pull ahead.
The question is, does Cabbage find a pillar skip on this map? If he
Oh,
does,
he has to
then
do.
it's great. Yeah, but if not, pillars is gonna be
Yeah.
rough.
Mm, damn. Yeah, and that singular +5 really hurting Host now. He's just decided to like take his time. He's opting out to loot out a little bit more, just gonna drive it in consistent again. But we can still, I don't know, from Cabbage, like considering the amount of the speed that he has, he also has an afterburner. Like, probably not gonna handle in a +5. You know, doesn't look like it. Gotta watch out for Cap.
Cap is only to the ship. He got here on the moon like over a minute ago, and he just got to the ship right now.
Mm.
I don't know why he's trying to kill ads too much. He should just be using his wings to get out of here, I think. But
Mm.
you usually would see that if they had like Desperado or something, try to get a few stacks before they go up. But and here he
Oh yeah,
goes. It's
even.
gonna be a very long skip, like Corny was saying. But man,
Uh, oh my god, he barely got halfway. My god.
he's just gonna try to stall, get to the branches. If he falls below that, it's fine. Just wastes a little bit more time when he activates wings again. And that'll be
Yeah, but
good.
he's fine. Yeah. Okay.
Host is doing a Switch cosplay, trying to lower the resolution down as much as he can.
Oh, gotta love the
Cabbage
pixels,
did get
man.
another band. That is true. He got it on stage 5, near that equipment multi shop on the other side of the ramp near him.
Oh, by the way, I'll see. Speaking of band, Cap found a Kajaro's band.
Hmm.
So he's the only one that has a skip, actually. How is that going to pay out? We don't know.
Can you skip
Jesus.
with Bandit's close range knife frame 1? Maybe. That's hard, but you
It
know.
is hard, but we have seen Cabbage pull out the frame one like loader punch, you know?
Hmm.
Maybe.
We've seen some really interesting skips on Phase 4 lately, actually. Because once you get really comfortable with the idea of what Phase 4 skipping is, you can kind of like take that and, you know, play it by ear a little bit. Start to improvise with how you do it. And there are too many skips to cover in the game, so. Cap started his Mythics fight, and oof, it is rough. Cabbage
Yeah.
does see the Void Cradle next to him that does have the safer spaces in it, which will be nice. He's going to reroll an equipment here. Hopefully it's a player skip, and it's not. It's a Smeech. Sorry, a super massive Leech. He's going to take it
Smeech.
over the Recycler. Never mind, he's not. He's going to see if he needs to reroll something in the Void here. He's not
Mm.
going to, though, because he loves it. I don't know. I don't think
Cap
there's any
getting
more equipment.
Cap
What?
got a nice little ATG proc. He might pull through.
He needs really lucky ATG procs here. That's the only way he's gonna do really like good damage. I can't say even say consistent, but
Yeah.
Cabbage electing not to go for the Void Seed either, and just trying to get out and do pillars as fast as he can. Unfortunately, pillars for Cabbage, so we'll see. There is a situation here where it's not even in the realm of possibilities to happen, by the way. But if he does get an alien head, technically you could spend 10 minutes skipping with just the slight gain of height that you get from Afterburner and alien head cooldown with the knife.
Yes.
It's not gonna happen. It's just,
Yeah.
stuff to think about if you're doing normal runs, I guess.
Minorly insulting the amount of height that you get.
Yeah. We'll see how Pillars goes for Cabbage. He does have 3 Polylutes and 2 ATGs and 5 hooves. So him getting the Pillars is not necessarily the problem. But we'll see. Because Cap is done with Phase 1. We'll see how the other
Yeah.
phases treat him.
Surprise, surprise, he's done. I mean, not as long as we expected, but definitely slogging a bit through. Let's see phase 2, where
Ooh.
the collectors, you know?
Cabbage is going for his Soul Pillar Gambit. We'll see if that pays off for him. Because in the past, sometimes it has, and sometimes it absolutely has not. Soul Pillar is the only one where you could lose, like, really a lot of time on. The Soul Pillar in particular that he's at right now, this second, is very good. Because it's in the back, and the enemies spawn on the other side of the wall when you spawn, when you activate the pillar. So it's actually pretty good. It's the safest one. This one was definitely really good. We'll see if he can do the other
Oh.
one just as fast. If he can, he might have an option. Cap just losing his elixir to the Wisp in phase 2. This is going to start to get a little bit scary for Cap here. Unless he
Yeah,
finds a way to lose the
he's
tail.
he's gonna lose some time, but no, oh my god, no other way to deal with it. No
He
other
might
way to deal with
lose
it.
5 minutes of time, actually, Corny.
Oh boy.
Right now.
Oh boy.
He's
Oh
about to
boy.
lose his watches, too, so... Yeah, using the wings is nice. He needs to
Ooh.
start moving. He needs to start circling with the wings. Go, go, go. He's doing it. He's doing it. It looks
Oh
like
my god.
Cabbage did not want to do another Soul Pillar. He kind of realized it wasn't going to be a good one. The one he was at was like the perfect one to get, so I understand doing that one first. He is taking out this Blood Pillar pretty quick. He does have a Repulsion Armor Plate, so it's not doing permanent damage to him either. If he didn't have this Repulsion Armor Plate, he'd actually be taking permanent Curse before the Mythics fight. So it's really fortunate he does have this. And the pillar's done, and he's off to Mythic. I think he's going to catch up and bypass Cap. Cap's only halfway through
Mhm.
phase 2. Cabbage is
Or
about to get to the vent right now. He does have Afterburner, so he can get right there. We'll see how fast his phase 1 is. Cap is still in danger of losing his watches here. Oh my god, that orb.
oh,
Jesus.
Jesus, Cap. Yeah, he has to wait for the shroud to time out. He can't be exposed all that much, but he's coming into the yeah. Let's see.
Cabbage got a little bit momentum lock there. If he didn't have, like, if he was engineer or something, he just would have died. Or, like, didn't have saber spaces. I love the vents in this game. The momentum's great, isn't it?
Gravity, physics, yeah, all of it quite beautiful.
All
Cap did
right.
kill the last wisp. That might
Oh, the
make
golems
him.
are giving him some trouble, though. But
Oh
yeah, it
boy.
should make it easier for him. When you're this slow and you're in Cap's position, you have to remember the golem shot pattern. So they shoot
Alright.
at you for the first couple shots, and then the last few shots of the volley, they try to predict you. They shoot ahead of you. So it's really important to remember that if you're slow and you just keep circling one direction, you are probably going to run the risk of getting hit by the last few shots in the volley. So be careful.
Oh, Cabbage has Death Mark, by the way. This looks quite done, quite dusted as well.
Well, Cabbage was greeting a little bit there, and he did lose his elixir, so he has to be careful
Ooh.
a little bit. He is utilizing his safer spaces, though, very, very well, and this is what you kind of want to see. If someone wants to get through very fast, you want to see them get as close as they can to do as much damage as they can. He has his shift to do damage, he has his knife to do damage, and he can just use his safer spaces cooldown as the kind of currency to get that done. But he's getting Deathmark in because of the knife, so it's allowing him to go really, really fast. And he's already in phase 2. He's already halfway
Oh
through
my
phase
god.
2. Cap is still in phase 2, has not finished it yet. His damage is just so low, man.
Mm,
Like I was saying during stage 2 of this run, I think this is more of a full looting run. You kind of need to
mhm.
rely a little bit more on guaranteeing some damage instead of hoping for some, because the guaranteed damage in your loadout is just so low, especially compared to the other survivors today. Cap is finally in phase 3 Mithrix. Cabbage is also in phase 3
Cabbage.
Mithrix. Yeah, I was gonna got cut. And here we go. Already a Deathmark proc, very good. Notice though, every time Mithrix dashes, that is a +5 from host, unfortunately.
Oh,
Every time
Cap.
Mithrix dashes, Cap just lost his watches,
Uh,
he will
oh
cleanse
boy.
Deathmark, unfortunately. So Cabbage needs to reapply it. Mithrix will cleanse any non-damaging debuffs like slow, Deathmark, and all that kind of stuff. So needs to be kind of on his game to try to make sure that he can get it back up. And keeping the hemorrhage on too is really nice. He is playing it very well looking at Cabbage though. He is, again, still even in the phase with all the
Oh,
ads, getting in there as much as he can. Cap just died. That is a +5 for him. Unfortunate.
is Cabbage looking for bonus
Bonus
points?
points,
He is.
absolutely.
Oh boy.
All he has to do right now is pretty much not die, and he's got this in the bag. Phase 4
Mm.
wouldn't be so bad for him either. He did just lose his safer spaces from an ad shot there. All he has to do is just dodge pizza, and he should be good. Oh, the Cabbage just walked right into the flame pillar. That is really scary.
Oh, yeah, I'm delayed a little bit. God damn it.
Oh my.
F5.
Oh, that's another
Cap just.
+5 for Cap. He just walked right into the pizza slice. He did not have enough speed to cross it, and he tried to anyway. All right, Cabbage is looking right for his entrance into phase 4. Perfect. So he's probably just gonna stay right behind him.
Yeah.
Try to get some shifts off as much as he can. He does keep the extra charges there. He's gonna get some backstab damage with lights out. His squid are helping from getting the drones there at the end too. He's gonna go right into orb mode. He needs to just not get hit here. He's a circle a little bit.
God.
Oh, he did have backup mag. Okay. Mithrix does take backup mag into consideration when he's doing his orb attack because that is his M2. So if you have backup mag,
Oh,
you can greed a little bit more in that phase, which is really nice.
today I learned he does one, right? If you have a backup mag, you unlock the second volley. That's interesting.
Correct. And like that's why sometimes he'll just sit in the middle and just like keep slamming the ground, hurting himself, and you're just like, well, like
Yep.
why do you do it that time? That's why.
I mean, yeah, exactly. The leisurely stroll, as I like to say. Just enjoy it.
Really nice run from Cabbage, man. He really he played it really well. Especially during the Mythix fight, he was really and I talked about this last time when we were talking about Kay actually fighting Mythix as well. There's a really good understanding that you have to have when you're speed running, where you have to use every tool that has been given to you in the Mythic site. You have all these different damage items and different ways to do damage, and you have to utilize them all. Another +5 from Cap. And that usually involves getting in there as much as you can. And so Cabbage is really good at that, obviously. So looks like Host is waiting to concede. So I will pull him back up if he's ever comes back from that. We can pull him in after Cabbage is done also. Cabbage is actually getting hit from a wisp here. He's actually trying to hide. I don't think
He
he's
has
gonna
a
die, but
yeah. The
just gotta
man
be
has a
real
hard
careful.
light. Hard light, very very strong on Bandit.
Yeah, pretty much permanent invisibility. So
Was Mr. Gamer waiting on the alleged idea that he?
I think he just needed a moment, but
Yeah,
he did try to concede. So you
I
can
mean,
go in there and let him know if he wants to concede. He can.
yep.
Otherwise, he can keep playing if he wants.
Yes. Back in a bit.
Because he did seem like he wanted to. Cap is almost done though. Oh man. Oh Cap, don't do it again. He can still beat Cap. He absolutely can. But if he's mentally out of it, then he's not gonna want to do it anyway. So he can still get a second point though, as long as he knows that he's still in it.
He is informed.
Okay.
We'll see what the call is.
He just needed a moment. That seemed like he just wanted to get out. Cap is taking a lot of shots. He is dodging an ATG. If that ATG hits him, it is lights out for him. Oh my god, he
Oh my
just
god.
barely dodged it. Jesus.
Oh, I love the ATG def stance. It looks very very nice. Of course, when you're
God.
spectating only. God damn.
I really do hope that that Host pulls through here and gets to the end. Because he does have wings down. He does have the option to beat Cap, so he does have I don't know, because his damage is actually lower than Cap's is. Even.
No, the Cap doesn't have any APR. He has like 2 AP rounds. He has 4 needle tick.
Oh, he has AP
Could
runs.
pull, yeah, could
He
pull
loses
through.
watches though, which is pretty rough.
Those we hate. A red whip. That's gonna help with the skip. Yeah.
Let's bring Cabbage in
Well,
here.
yep. Standings looking mighty set.
Hey, Cabbage.
Okay.
Produce man.
So, obviously, really good run. That was good. That was a really
bad.
interesting one as well. All right. I thought it was good.
It gave so much good stuff near the end, but I looted way too much at the start. If
I
I
thought
knew
it
it was
was.
going to give me a shatter spleen and a poly loot, I would have just gone faster.
Well, you never know, right? So Cap actually
Yeah.
played the way that you were wanting to, and his Mythics fight took 20 minutes.
That's
Yeah. So a lot of the damage that you were looking at actually just came kind of like from a lot of multiplication early. He didn't get like the extra ATG that you did or the poly loot because he didn't take the recycler from stage 3 into stage 4. And that cost him a little bit too. But honestly, you looting more just made it so you were so far ahead and you were so much more comfortable in the fight that it was just pretty much guaranteed you'd get it. So I was
I think the
bringing
hard light
Cap
was
as well.
nice.
Hard light
Guessing
was
nobody
really
else got
nice
the hard
too.
light.
No one else went to the
Yeah, I'm
portal
guessing.
actually, because you were the only one who looted
Yeah.
enough to actually scrap for it as well. So
Oh yeah.
let's bring in Cap. Hello, Cap.
Mon Capitan.
Yo,
Hey.
Hello.
we don't want to talk about this one. Was there any items that I missed specifically?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot actually. A ton.
Uh,
So
yeah.
you
I
not
knew
taking
it.
you not taking the recycler was obviously pretty huge.
Yeah.
Cabbage
So,
did
what was the boss item?
pillars. Huh? He didn't re-roll
Jesus.
Shatter Spleen actually.
Oh.
No one did.
Why would I reroll Shadows?
Yeah.
It's
Well-
just okay AoE. It's not really gonna do anything for the Mithrix fight.
It is gonna do death mark and stuff.
He did actually
Oh,
proc
you're
Death
running
Mark with
Death
it.
Mark build.
It actually
Yeah.
worked.
Actually
Um,
happened. That was
Nice.
It's not something anyone ever really saw coming, but looks like Host is kind of flying right for the Shrine of Order, dude. I don't know. Looks like he's kind of getting in there.
Oh, he's doing it. He knows he's slow.
Oh, is it?
He's like, fuck it.
All right, let's see it.
What a god.
I'm interested.
Yeah, let's see it.
Let's see it.
Yike.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Rough.
If only he had a caffeinator.
Dude, a caffeinator would have been so good.
One use would have been so many.
Oh,
and he can't concede because I played it so bad.
yeah, he has a
I-
chance. Oh,
No.
Yeah, there we go.
God.
so a
Why?
reminder that shots
Oh.
could hit through the ground there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
why?
I did
That is
not
a
know that. Now I do.
+5.
Yeah. At this point, I think we're going on a stroll to see what soup is, and maybe a concede from the gamer.
Yeah,
mean,
I like
start
the,
with
uh,
elf now.
like the Shrine of Order though.
Was
Hmm?
there movement items that I missed
Yeah.
out on? Damage
There-
items?
Yeah, speed printer.
Yeah.
Speed printer.
Speed printer?
Stage.
Oh,
three?
that was stage 3, I think. Yeah. I think I remember seeing that. Oh, there's
There's a
stompers in the suit.
headset.
No
yeah.
one actually even went to the soup to see headset here. Actually, look at how many fireworks are. That's funny.
Dude, it just keeps
If-
going.
If he had any drones at all, it would have actually been okay to have the fireworks to some extent, but he can't even get any use out of them at all.
You
Unfortunate.
might as well take a fuel cell.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I guess,
Or
huh?
5.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's this? Oh, it's like a
And-
Insta Dustpan, I think.
wow.
But yeah, even by stage 4, I had 1 broken watch and 2 watches from all of my damage. And then I got the ATG on stage 4. But I think I was playing a little too speedrunner. I should have looted a little more.
When you watch
Mhm,
it back,
mhm.
you'll hear me say the same thing.
I
Yeah,
was
I
thinking
mean,
the opposite.
That's all it was.
Yeah, but you won by a lot, right? So
Yeah, but I feel like with the shadow spell and the poly loot, it's like you could have just gone really fast on the first 3 stages.
you
Yeah, I
didn't get the
pilot,
pilot till stage 4, though.
Oh, but the,
Yeah, but
Well,
so,
you didn't know that.
or
You
Bandit.
can't know when you get the poly loot or not in stage 4.
Yes, but like in retrospect, you know.
funny,
Yeah, that's
funny
not right.
timelines though. I think that Cap was the only one that got the early saver spaces because actually re-rolled the tick. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
that was a that was a
The
good
couple
little
times I
thing.
used the recycler.
Right. And you
Yeah, I was-
still died 5 times.
Yeah,
It's 0
at 3
speed.
safer spaces.
Oh,
He had one movement speed item, I think. He had one hoof. and
Yeah,
that was it.
I should have just gone into mobility.
Yeah.
I was
Did you
worried
not
about
see
losing
the
watches, but no, I saw it.
Did-
I totally
you saw it. But you didn't
Yeah,
go into
I looked
it.
right at it. No,
Uh,
because like
Alright.
if I just get a little bit of speed, I'm chilling. But I got 1 hoof
Um.
and 2 harpoons from a chance shrine on stage 5.
Oh yeah, the 2 poon was sick. Like back to back, amazing. Holy shit.
Bro.
Also, one thing that Cabbage did is he scrapped enough to get the blue portal, which gave him an afterburner, which was really helpful in the Mythics fight also.
Yeah, that's all the mobility you need on Bandit. You just
Yeah.
fly, basically.
So let's see, Host.
Host is in wing prison.
Yeah, he
He's
has
not gonna be able
to.
to stomp.
He used wings again, so he could stomp now.
Oh no.
You get the bounce.
I'm bailing the
Oh,
man.
massive damage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pull
come
him
on.
up.
Yeah, that was pathetic damage.
We gave him a chance, but holy
You can get second, right? If you like.
no.
Yeah, you can get second.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, for sure.
It's like proc and
Oh.
infusion, I don't know.
I think you hit your gain wheel again, Cabbage.
Did I? Is it bad?
Sounds
Yeah.
insane.
I'm sorry.
It sounds like when it's like on TV and you're just a silhouette because you don't want to.
Uh oh.
You want to give away
He
your
found the
identity?
air conditioning.
Sounds like that.
Is this better?
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move you in the help desk and they can help you with it. All right. Jesus. Hey, host, how's it going, dude?
What a post.
Tough one on that one, honestly.
Yeah, I threw on purpose. I mean, could have like done something, but when I was told that you were like +5ing a bunch on the moon, I kind of felt bad that like I could have had a chance to like just grab some items and overtake. So I felt like I didn't want to take that advantage.
Well, the only reason we sent Corny in at all was because you were paused at a concede and you would try to concede. I think you took a break for a bit and we're like, we didn't want you to sit there waiting to concede if you weren't going to play
No,
anymore.
I was just taking a quick breather and trying to figure out how to finish the stage, but I appreciate it. I didn't want to
Okay.
do that.
Okay.
Feel
Well,
unfair.
either way, sorry about that, but that
Yeah.
was kind of the impression. But
Yeah.
all good.
I mean, it was a
either
fair
way-
call considering you had a couple +5s under your belt going into the moon, and it's Bandit. Like, it's not a bad call to try to get the high roll, 10 bands, something like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
on
yeah.
I
the
mean,
shrine.
I had a 1% chance.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking stage 3, I get fucking clipped inside the ground somehow, or God knows, I don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
from that +5, it was all down.
I
And
think,
the
if I remember
insult to injury
correctly, you got hit by a beetle
know,
guard. It just hit you from
Hi,
behind.
yes, hello.
Hey, Cabbage.
It's
But-
better now, right?
Yeah. Good job.
I'm sorry
right.
for the
No,
491 people I killed.
It wasn't as bad as earlier.
earlier was
Okay.
insane. So, Cabbage, I don't know if you know it. I know the other guys know it for sure, but this multi loadout coming up has the accuracy trick, and I'm gonna let chat know here as well too. But because you have Saw firsthand in power mode, when you use power mode and use the nail gun, it'll actually take the accuracy of the Saw, which is like perfect accuracy. So you have a perfect pinpoint nail gun for this build, which is really interesting. It's one of my favorite ones personally to mess around with and have fun with.
Yeah, but Railgun doesn't have any range, so nobody cares.
It's
Well,
truth.
you're gonna have
That's
to
why
use
you
it.
saw.
So, yeah, true.
Yeah,
Also.
that's true.
This is
I
a
think,
fun one.
yeah, I think I have to go actually.
That's fine. I'll take the first place for a concede.
He can
Yeah.
leave and still win. So
I'll give it a try.
True.
I'll try it out.
A sweep is a sweep nonetheless, but yeah.
it would be cool. Anyway, if you guys are ready,
Siphoned
Yeah, we'll see.
Forest. Siphoned Forest, really? First
Yeah.
stage with a saw?
and
Oh my
Saren's
God.
call.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Yeah,
luck.
let's just let's rip the band-aid off and get this over with, shall we?
All right.
Good luck, guys. I'll talk to you
I
after.
feel like Vince.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Cap, get out of here. You don't
Give
belong
me a
here.
sec. Give me a sec.
No. Okay.
There we go. What I really the question in the air right now, my good sir, is do we maintain the multi like insanity sea tradition? Is that where we're going for this the grand
has to be.
finale?
It has to be. There's something
Like-
about multi in the races, chat room. If you don't know what it is, then you haven't seen a multi run, because every multi run that we've ever had in the races has been insane. Just absolutely reds everywhere, perfect build, perfect run, amazing. So we'll see. We'll see if this one continues. I have no doubt. Like there are some characters which like feel pretty cursed, like Engineer. And there are some characters that feel absolutely blessed, like fucking Multi. So, we'll see. And again, this is a lot I like a lot. We just told you why. It's because it has perfect accuracy on the nail gun. You can hit things from like pretty far away, like the max range of nail gun, with a perfect stream of bullets, which is really fun. And the shotgun you can use with it is really nice too, especially for killing pests and stuff. It's pretty much an instant kill on those. And there's also a little bit of tech going forward here with the power mode as well. It looks like Cap just found bleed and AP rounds right off the bat. So one of the main things about Saw is that for some people it's a little bit hard to use to get in there. it's a little bit involved. And you kind of feel like, I want to do it without taking a ton of damage, especially on Eclipse 8. But that's kind of where we see Host grabbing it right now, the backup mags come in. Every
Yeah.
time that you use power mode, it will reset your full stack of M2 charges. So what that means is that every time you get it in a backup mag, it basically doubles the amount of charges you have. And so instead of having 2 like normal, now they have 4 to use whenever they want. Utilize the 2 on the ground right now, power mode, swap out of it, and that's 2 again instantly. So that's a lot of
Always good
stun
AoE.
potential for saws. And it
Yep.
really just works well with the build. And yeah, the early AoE is nice. Also, Host just found a gas here as well.
That is huge.
Bleed is going to be good because Saw has a 1.0 proc coefficient, and the nail gun also hits pretty fast as well. Even with the 0.6 proc coefficient, still pretty bleed heavy, especially when you're hitting every single bullet out of the nail gun. A lot of the times, like, it's hard to stack things fully with the nail gun because you're not hitting all the shots, especially if things are a little farther away. But with perfect accuracy on a nail gun, easy peasy. Cap getting through the stage 1 teleporter boss really fast with the saw. Just go in and
Mm.
hold M1 and M2, and you're good to go.
Razor wire is actually a really good drop considering Multi's such a chunky boy. You
hmm
can just stay in the power mode like face tank. I'm probably gonna see a lot of that actually.
And reminder, power mode is 50% damage reduction. So they can kind of sit there and not really take any damage from wisps and just kind of shoot out AoE at everything around them. So early on, it's okay. Later on, it's not going to be as useful, but you know, it's one of those things. If they can utilize it well early on, it's nice. Especially pairs well with pennies, if they can get their hands on some of those.
Hmm. Certainly no grandpappy to commit money suicide, but we always like good penny plate.
The more you can use it, the better off you'll be. It's one of those like little micro things that's like to stay competitive in these, you really need to utilize every little bit you can to make money.
Mm-mm.
Obviously though, I mean, Cabbage is looking good. I don't know if he's ever used this loadout before. I didn't get a straight answer from him in the last one, or like when we were in the call, but he can kind of figure it
Um,
out as he goes and still be kind of comfortable with the fact that he's gonna win today overall. So
yeah, taking a leisurely like tryout. You know, it's a test
mhm.
drive. Gonna be fine. But yeah, like all things considered, the loadout is weird and all, but when you get that like full accuracy, just shooting wisps from afar, it makes a lot of what like multi suffers with, easier. So
Yeah.
that's really good. Not much to complain. Is Cap the only one that found the Wungus? Wow.
Not gonna be too great on multi. Obviously, they're not gonna spend as much time running because they're gonna be in
Mhm.
power mode a lot of the time and shooting and whatever, but you know, you can run while using the saw. It's kind of not as helpful a lot of the time, but you can do it.
Okay, so Cap getting the. Oh no, not the backup bag. Where was that?
The backup mag was right under one of the spiral, the other spiral on the other side of the map from Cabbage, the other
Mm, mm,
tree.
mm.
It He didn't really take the backup mag. He took the brooch instead. He thought that might have helped him a little
Um,
bit more. Again, I think the backup mag, if you know the tech with power mode and the resetting, then
mm.
to me that's like a no
Ah,
thought, just kind of pick.
like added value, little bonus there. Yeah, for sure.
hmm There's a scrapper on stage 2, and it looks like Cap's just going to go into it. This is going to be another example of a run, kind of like the Bandit run, where we're going to see them take it a little bit slower and loot a
Mm,
little
mm.
bit more. The Loader run and the Railgunner run were kind of deceptive almost because it kind of got these guys in a mood of like, oh yeah, go really fast, get in there.
Yeah.
But they kind of got to change it up a little bit again here and kind of reorient and kind of, you know, they can't go that fast with this multi loadout. So
Yeah, and like considering how multi scales, I think they're you definitely know when it clicks, right? Like multi, the amount of damage he does, the way he can like even with one nail gun stack if they get like a couple extra bleed or something. You can definitely notice,
Mm-hmm.
but pacing is everything because power mode just you need the movement, man. Like either you need to delete everything or you need the movement. If you're trying to go a little faster, you're not gonna get that. So
Yep.
here we are.
And obviously, multi has a lot of problems for Mithrix fights and momentum locking himself, especially with nail guns. So you need to be really careful.
Mm-mm.
And he doesn't have like an innate double jump or like a movement skill that really solves the Mythos fight on its own. So you really need to figure something out with movement, obviously, before you get to the fight. It's really important. Like, and you don't even have the advantage of having double nail gun as a way to push yourself around the arena and fight that way, which can be like a pseudo feather as well.
It works. It's so strong. Like it's not.
It's so
It's not
fun
even
too.
fair. Yeah, exactly. Like, just like dislocating this. Very funky. Very. You can get really creative with that as well. Like
Hmm.
stopping from taking fall damage. All other like any type of movement is movement. Oh, and it's a
Hmm.
uke drop on the telly. Look at that
That is
cap.
really nice.
Cap and host actually paying off for the rush.
I mean, we'll see. This is, again, like, if they miss out on a lot of the items this stage, it could bite them later. Cabbage does have a lot more scrap than the other two, and he's going to get a lot
Ooh.
more, it seems. So we'll see if that pays dividends.
Ooh.
And a gun. See, that's what I mean. We could wait. What's the next map? Ooh, Scorched Acres.
Scorched
Cabbage
Acres.
could get a Shatter Spleen stage 3. That
Oh,
would be crazy.
yeah. No, he's probably gonna save it. In all honesty, like there's no reason he'd shoot a Stone Titan.
No, I know some people when they are doing the races and stuff, they've shot Titans in the past just for trying to get a neural, just
Mm.
because they're just so desperate for healing or something. But honestly, I'm one of the high rollers. I'll wait. They also could wait until stage 5 Siren's Call. That's a free empathy cores and a free red item. So we're looking at a
Ooh,
very high potential gun right now. Very, very high potential that the other two just don't have. So I don't know. This is really interesting.
okay.
That's what I mean though.
Uh,
The benefit of just finding something that's good that the others didn't. And it looks like Cap and Host are leaving at the exact same time, which is really nice.
it's always a nice happening. Yeah.
I think Cap by habit just went and hit the blue portal there. It looks like he'd be willing to give up his uke for something cool in the blue portal. So we'll see. I'm really interested at this stage in particular because Scorch Acres is one of those stages where yeah, Cabbage is looking at Scorch Acres next. He posted in his chat. The Scorch Acres is one of those maps where it could be really run defining. There's a lot of equipment multi shops in particular, so you can get a lot of what you need, right? You can get a gun here, recycler, cards, good damage equipments, pillar skips, and they're usually just out in the open, waiting to be grabbed. And there is a vase in a equipment shop right near teleporter, actually. So perfect. We'll see if Cabbage, like depending on what the boss is, we'll see if Cabbage turns down that boss for the next one, which would be on Siren's Call. And it's a Dune Strider, so we'll see if he actually wants to do it. He might actually take Dune Strider because Mired Urn does help with power mode saw stuff, right? Um, we'll see. There also are other equipment on this stage that he might want more than holding onto the gun for stage 4. Host just scared me a little bit. He almost got into a position and be knocked off by the Templar there.
No, you never love. I mean, I remember losing a streak to that, like playing as Rex, and you just get up to it. You're kind of
Yeah.
jumping around because you're used to jumping around, running in a circle, and he just goes boop.
And never put yourself in between a Templar and the edge of a map. Very important. And look at this, Cabbage is still on stage 2, actually. So he is really going for the full looting mentality here.
Hmm.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
And
I
look at this,
mean,
Cap is done with the teleporter pretty much, or done with the boss. He should be in a second. He might not be, actually. Might actually take him more time.
Oh,
Never mind.
oh,
I spoke
the
too
sun.
early.
Oh no, razor wire damage. He's
He
good.
needs
He's
to
good.
go in for a slam. There we go. Good job. And an ATG from the teleporter. Really nice.
I mean, race. I'm looking at it. We're kind of halfway through the run. They looking good. It's a multi thing. Let's see if Cabbage is gonna ramp it up.
We'll see.
All reality, he might be the only person to get the red.
Yeah. So Multi has a very easy AWU skip, actually. You just kind of need a way to get up top or to get into position. So that usually means a feather or an equipment that could allow you to gain a little bit of height, like vase, wings, egg. All you have to do is click shift and you will ram into ally worship unit as it spawns. And that's pretty much just like a very free one. So we'll see. The others might go for it. I know Cap knows of that one, obviously. I know he's pretty practiced with it. It looks like everyone got the daisy. No, Cap didn't get the daisy, actually, from his free regen scrap. Cap did get the vase, though.
Okay. He remembers. I don't remember the loot, actually. Where is he? That's always scary. Like coming out of the.
The vase.
Oh, good call. Yeah.
Ooh,
Shuriken.
Shuriken
Oh,
and speed for Cap. It
clap,
looks
clap.
like Cabbage did use the gun
Oh,
on
just
Stage 3 Dune Strider, which, I mean, it's not amazing. It's only a Mire to earn, but it will help him a bit. It could open up possibilities for Deathmark later or something. He said it's good for Larva, which is true. He is looking at kind of ahead at Sirens in a way. I think I would have high rolled it though. I would have gone for the red, I think, and empathy cores.
Oh, yeah.
And then
red
try to
empathy
get
cores.
a drone man.
Even the cannon fodder, like just having the empathy cores, like drawing aggro, giving you some space, you can tank up better.
Mm-hmm.
But Cap v Larva coming up, like the main event is served. Let's see.
Cap with low speed and Larva about to drop. Yeah, we'll see. With Cap's current speed and mobility and damage, I'm kind of worried about him in the Mythics fight. He's already trying to go into the teleporter stage 4, and this kind of, to me, this doesn't bode well for the Mythics fight.
Yeah.
Right now, it's okay.
Oh my
but
god. Oh my god.
Never mind. It's not okay.
It's not okay. It was kind of okay. I mean, he got one boss down. That might have been the commit. Let's see how the rest of the TP goes.
Yeah. We'll see. He does have these shurikens. What he's trying to do right now is trying to high roll for a shuriken ATG as well. They just need some more multiplication here in their damage. It's really rough.
You could definitely like rough to carry only the Yuke as AoE, right? You don't have enough procs.
It looks like well, I mean, Cabbage doesn't have the shuriken. So if he did, I'd say maybe that could be a good AoE skip. But Cap being the only one with a shuriken right now means he's probably going to be the only one that's gonna even go for it at all.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh. Cap is getting a little bit harassed from the larva.
Oh. Holden. Yeah. I don't.
It's a little bit rough.
Yeah, I don't see how this is gonna end well. Is he gonna cope it out? He might have to cope it out just full.
I don't think he can go directly into the boss unless he pulls away the enemies, which he's kind of doing. The boss fortunately got stuck on one of the stone spires there, so he can actually go back, do damage without threat of everything else. But it does mean he's gonna have to deal with that horde eventually. It's kind of greedy a little with the vase. I don't know what that was. That was some new tech maybe I haven't seen before. You know what I mean?
He might have been trying like a real quick input and get a transport mode finish, maybe, but
like because you do gain a little bit of speed from the vase, yeah.
I mean, a gloop.
Yeah. Well, he's got a nice gloop to his name now, so.
Yeah. It is a boss item. So multi, I dare say, like standing.
He's gonna gloop right now too.
Value.
value, actually. He doesn't have any watches or elixirs either, so gloop usage is actually good here, and he should actually use it as much as he is willing to risk using it. It will get him through a lot.
Yeah, I want to see how long Cabbage and Host are gonna opt out to like loot up a little bit more. What are they exactly looking for here? Cabbage looking pretty fine with that gas. That's really hurting him. Cap on that the AoE,
Yeah.
right?
And host
Oh
having 2 gas is really nice too.
no, and the Jaro's band.
And there it is. Everyone should get that one. It's pretty close to the teleporter. I think everyone should be aware of the AWU skip here. They all have Vase, so they all have a setup to do it. So we'll see, but I don't know. It could be close. Cap is done with the teleporter. See if he tries to pull that off. That would be really sweet if he did.
Yeah, the drive-by transport mode. Yeah, that'd be nice.
And a
Oh,
safer
spaces.
space is
Oh, that's
really
gotta.
good for Cap.
Yeah.
It looks like he is trying to do the AWU skip, so we'll see. Pay attention to Cap's screen right now. He's about to do something potentially very cool. For those of you who don't know, similar to the Phase 4 skip, but not exactly the same, you can get a situation where you can hit a boss frame 1 of them spawning, and it kind of skips the whole thing. Oh, unfortunately, he didn't leave himself an egg. Oh, he did. It's right there. He just needs to hit it, the edge of it. Come on, Cap. There he goes, and
Oh, so close, a little
he
late.
just missed it. He waited a
Yeah.
little bit too long, but that was really good for him. If he had done that just slightly earlier, he would have gotten a free red item right there. Damn.
Yeah. Okay, so Gamba still going strong. Let's see if anybody else attempts to skip. Like the AWU is the only red item we can't know with the item logs, right? That's kind of annoying.
Yeah. Because this doesn't drop out of chest, you don't know. It is seated though. Looks like Cabbage is going for a nice saw on that Vagrant. Really easy, really free.
He's actually doing a lot of damage.
Yeah. He does have 3 focus crystals. He does have a little bit of crit, which Cap does too, but Cabbage is electing to get in there a little bit more with the saw. So
Let's see the Zai construct on the world spawn. Surely everybody should have that. I'm worried.
that's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
And especially
Like,
for
no-
Cap, he doesn't have AoE, so that construct is gonna give him kind of a time. And dodging all of these bells as well is a little bit rough too. He doesn't want to really stay underneath the construct like he should because the bells are there and he can't really do a lot of damage because he's going to get hit by those unless he plays it really tight. So he's got to be really precise here. It's really tough, though.
really hurting for a feather or maybe like an extra hoof or two, you know?
Yeah, this might be the multi run that breaks the blessing, I think.
Oh my god.
The one that just doesn't quite host almost getting glooped by the Vagrant there. Cap with another +5 as well. That is tough.
Yeah.
We know Relic, huh? Frost Relic. We know in the past, specifically, Cap has very much disliked the constructs in the races. So I'm sure this is not going to, feed into an opposition of that.
Damn. Well,
It looks like Cabbage missed the AWU skip as well, unfortunately. He even clicked concede because he was so not willing to live with the consequences of it.
wait. Where's that key? Why is Cabbage the only man that has a void key? Oh my god.
No one else went into the cave to get the void cradle there. If Cabbage goes up very top of the map, he can get the safer spaces like Cap did, but I don't know if he's gonna see it. It's kind of out of the way.
Interesting swap around.
Cap holding his saw on the grandparent and pretty much shaking it from 100 to 0 in a few seconds because just Saw is that good. Again, if you can use Saw well, you can really get some value out of it. But that's the risk, right? On Eclipse 8, going in there and trying to Saw might just cost you permanent health. So seems like
Very
Host
niche
is
uses.
still kind of struggling with the Vagrant here. Tries and I assume he needs to be using a little bit more of his gas, a little bit more. Try to take out a little bit more of the ads. He's getting blasted by a vulture right behind him too. It looks like Cabbage does see the safer spaces, which is really nice for him. And with the
Oh,
Void Key, Cabbage has the potential to open his build up a lot. We could see Plasma Shrimp, we could see Polyloot, we could see a lot of cool stuff here. So Cap
considering
unfortunately
the
losing
ATG,
his watch.
considering the ATG, probably if he had to choose, probably the Polyloot. Because the Polyloot ATG combo just really good. But yeah, like Watch is falling left and right. Cap's just going for the full gloop, right? It's the most consistent he can get rid of the hordes of enemies. Stage 5 really not treating him well.
And again, if Cap goes into Mythos with the build he has right now, we're probably going to see, I don't know how many +5s, but we're going to see a number of them. It's going to be really rough. We're still looking for a way for our players to have a comfortable Mythos fight. Because this is not yet. No speed, no mobility, no feather. The extra Uke on stage 5 as well. Oh, Host. Host should have stayed right behind that rock pillar, but instead he tried to jump away and was hoping that the M2 would kill the boss. I wasn't looking at his cooldowns. I don't know if he was able to burst it down with his M2 because I don't
Yeah,
think he
he
had a
just
power mode, but
he just sent it on chat. Level up. So maybe also a big yes for the Genesis loop. Everybody love a good glooping.
regardless
Uh,
though, hoping that turning your back to a Vagrant and hoping it dies is never the right call. You want to just assume that it will blow up because level ups do happen a lot. Even if so, hiding there would have been the play.
Oh yeah. Also learning to feel comfortable around the teleporter prongs. Like those
Absolutely.
have to like it's ridiculous, like especially in the races because one like one large circle that you have to do around like some inconvenient obstacle and the prong is right there. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm. You can just hide right behind that little thin teleporter prong and hide from the gloop, the Genesis loop from the Vagrant.
Cap going cap going. That is the phrase. Cap is going.
Yeah, there is a cleansing pool on Siren's Call. I don't think there's a lunar pod though. This will still not be the race where we see any things, any pearls.
I mean, have we ever seen a pearl in the
No,
races?
no,
God damn.
not a one. Looks like Host has the key as well. This can go any single way, chat room. This race, with how tough this loadout is looking right now for him, we have no idea. So, Cat may be at the moon early, but his build's not looking so great. Host is behind at stage 4, but he can come back just as easily because of how hard it is for everyone else if he just plays a little bit better. This is rough. We'll see if Host tries to get the AoE skip.
Oh my
Cap
god.
just was saved by safer spaces. I looked back and he was just in free fall. Oh my.
He even typed in chat like he just sent a casual host. My god.
And
I
what
don't
is
think his
here? Tesla? I don't think that's worth it,
mm,
but he went into it anyway.
oh the
Looks like
fucking Gampa.
think he lost an
My god.
ATG there, right?
No. I think he lost a
Oh.
uke. A uke is fire banned. Oh my god. Yeah.
I mean, it is some damage, but I think that
Mm.
was kind of a big risk, especially without Chronobobble. You can't stay away from Mythics as well.
Oh, he lost the chrono. That is massive. Ugh.
This is rough. This is really rough. I don't know if that one was worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, no one got the red. No one, it was skipped, unfortunately. We had two
Yep.
people try, which I will give them credit. I love seeing people try to do it. But
Always.
man, it's tough. So looking at Cap screen, honestly, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I think he needs to start using Genesis Loop.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's risky as hell, but I think it's the way here. I think that's how he can secure his place. He is getting in there pretty heavily with the saw and frost crystal and stuff. The thing about Mithrix is most people don't realize you can almost stand still sometimes with no Mithrix, and he'll dash around you if you play it right and you know what you're doing. With what way you're sending Mithrix dashes with predictive stuff. So if anything, Cap is just kind of chilling in the center. Mithrix is dashing around him. He knows how to exploit it a little bit. So
Yeah, but opting to play it safe, I think is at least for like phase one. The mano y mano.
yeah, once the
Probably
ads
gonna.
start rolling out in phase 3, though, that's when I think things need to start changing.
Yeah.
Cabbage here is kind of in a risky situation. It looks like he handled it pretty well, though. Everything just kind of died. He almost got shotgun by Ellen Murray, but turned out okay.
I mean, still risky. Oh my God! He got frozen in front of the elder. That is
Yeah,
awful.
that was really close. Jesus.
And host suffering a little bit with the Xi construct. Surely everything will be okay. Oh boy.
The construct gave everyone a little bit of a tough time, but the other two got through. And host has the most AoE out of everybody, so I don't imagine that he's gonna have too much of a problem. Host is using his vase well to try to gain some upper ground. Oh, he is getting kind of blasted. He is going for the Genesis Loop, trying to get an angle on the construct. He just got +5 from a parent that teleported right behind him. Oh man, that is rough, dude.
Yeah. I think and it's really difficult to keep
Cap,
cool when you're going for the. Oh.
yeah, Cap is using his Genesis Loop and he just cleared out half the enemies in phase 2.
Yeah, like that's the thing with Genesis Loop, right? If you're going for it, you got to commit.
Yeah.
And he pulled back, didn't get the blast, and then everything was still standing, and you're exposed, right?
He tried to he second guessed himself a little bit there because like he was like, okay, I'm Genesis looping, my first reaction is to run away, and he's like, oh, I need to get over that lip, I need to see the enemies there, but it just wasn't enough, unfortunately.
Yeah. And Cap moving on to phase 3, he's actually going like all things considered.
Decently
If he
fast in
keeps
the
it.
Mythic fight. He's using the saw, and oh god, he's gonna +5 nothing changes right now. He got the Genesis loop on Mithrix. Unfortunately, though, because he lost that band, he lost a lot of Genesis loop damage in the fight, unfortunately. And
Yeah,
honestly, that's the biggest cost to him right now. And also, what's worse, actually, this is worst case scenario. If he does not get a phase 4 skip, him having Tesla coil while Cap is a close range multi might be bad news. He really needs something to be able to burst Mithrix down in phase 4 if he doesn't get a lucky skip with either Shuriken or his shift. Oh, that was a really close one. But he has saber space, so it's good. He is glooping again.
ATGs?
He did get an
has to.
ATG off gloop, it looked
Oh.
like there. That was a pretty good chunk of damage.
Yeah. He slowly but surely he's keeping it going.
He is trying to take extra damage from the flame pillars. Oh, that one just went away. But he has too much armor. There he goes.
Oh my god.
He's really hoping
ATG.
for an ATG there. If he gets an ATG off of Genesis Loop, it's lights out for him, for Mithrix. He needs to not hit a +5 there. The problem with using your shift in a pizza is that it's really hard to control it. And we see players all the time die to it. Oh, man. And the thing is, Cabbage has no +5s here. So as long as Cabbage just keeps going steady ahead and finds a way to fight Mithrix and beat him without dying, he's looking at a nice win with bonus points.
Gloop gaming.
Oh, another +5 for Cap. I think he assumed he had a safer spaces up there or something. But here we go in phase 4. Mithrix is going to have Tesla coil. So he needs to
Oh
get
my
in there
God.
and start doing burst damage with the saw and his shift and his nail gun all immediately. Actually, the shift is kind of a bait because it pushes you away. So he needs to just keep going. He needs a shotgun.
Yeah,
There he
there he
goes.
goes. There he
Now
goes.
he can do a shift after he's done slamming.
Beautiful.
Oh, he did get shot right there
Beautifully.
at the end, but he got through fine. Good job.
Beautiful played. Yeah.
If you
Keep your cool, kid.
if you second guess yourself there at all and you try to back up and you're kind of scared going into that phase, it will only get worse.
Yeah. Tesla especially. Looking pretty rough, as we had mentioned.
Uh-oh. Cap. He needs to get into this portal. There he goes.
There we
Good
go.
job. Uh-oh. Okay. I
oh my God.
got a
Oh my
cabbage
God.
stutter for
Oh.
me. Uh-oh.
Yes, he has spaces. He's fine.
It's just like if you're falling, you get hit by a pizza slice or something. It's like a little scary.
The 1 in a billion chance that that's gonna happen, but when it does, yeah. During a race.
A reminder
Oh,
that
man.
the racers don't have, because someone asked, they don't have info on each other. They don't have info on anything. Chat is not on for them. They have no alerts. They have nothing. They are blind and deaf to the world around them, and it's only them and this run. So they have to make decisions just based on whatever they see.
Yep. When you put it like that, you are quite dramatic, sir. But it is true.
It looks like Host is going to +5. It looks like he did get the grandparent to half health on purpose to try to kill the construct because he just hasn't been able to deal with it up until this point, unfortunately. Cap with only 4 +5, so he died twice in the Mystics fight, which was really unfortunate, both to Pizza. But honestly, overall, he played that really well. I have to say.
The last little bit with the gloop tech, the commit, he kept it on for like he did really well, like juggling that aggro. So that
and
was
he
really
had
good.
to, and he knew exactly what he had to do. He knew that he had to do it, and he did it. He pulled it off.
It was quite a joy to see, indeed.
I am getting a few stutters from Cabbage. Sorry about that, chat room.
That is YouTube chat. Like,
yeah.
We're getting it across the board. Oh, we got her biting embrace.
Host just got another aspect, which actually it would have been good if he was in retool, but because it's power mode and loses the vase, it's not so good. Cap is trying to hit the thing, the mountain, or not the mountain, the lunar order shrine.
Yeah. Oh my God, he has 30 seconds. A robot in a dream.
There he goes. What do we get?
Oh!
He got hooves. And he got the
okay.
good vase right there. And if he fell there, he would have died. So
yeah, lost the spaces.
Good
Nice.
job, Cap. Nice nice way to end off the run.
How many hooves is that? I didn't see.
I mean, it costs him a ton of time, but it's we already know the final results of the total race today, so
Yep.
I appreciate the fun mentality. Oh my god, Cabbage is just like barely dodging these hammer swings. Bonus points for Shrine of Order. It looks like Cabbage is making really good use out of the Tenta bubble here too. I don't think anyone else got it. I think he got it out of the key, right? Yeah, he used one of his keys, and I think that's what he pulled out. So very good. His fight is going really nice. Now, let's bring in Cap in here. Let's see. Hello. Cap.
Yo,
bro.
So that was an
how's it
interesting
going?
run.
Yeah. For
So
sure. What was what was my first death? That one triggered me.
I don't
think it was
remember.
stage 4. Just a mess of enemies.
I actually don't remember. I'm gonna be honest. You had just so many, and it was just so constant.
Yeah, at least 10 for this whole race, just for me.
So I want to point out, you going in and committing to the gloop was exactly what me and Corny were talking about. We're like, dude, he has to.
Yeah.
If he wants to get a good
I might as
Mythics
well.
fight, yeah.
Yeah.
And you actually pulled it off pretty good. You just got
I
a
got an
little
ATG
bit.
proc off of one of them.
You did.
Yeah.
You just got a little bit too greedy with the shifts during pizza, and that was all. But otherwise,
Yeah.
it was played really well. Like phase 1 to phase 3, like it was very clean.
Thank you. I did lose my band, which would have
So,
obviously
okay.
made the glute build a lot better because of the Tesla. But
I don't like the Tesla play. I kind of was like, tell us why you did that one though.
I mean, it's just consistent damage. I did have the shurikens though. I thought about it after the fight was over. I was like, I had the shurikens for easy band procs. Obviously, bands would have been good.
Cabbage.
Tesla's probably not the right call. Oh,
He
cabbage.
did the same exact
+5.
thing that I think everyone kind
Yeah.
of does. They panic in pizza and they start turning with shift, and you can't really turn with shift.
Yeah.
And if you try to go back or whatever over a line, you get blasted. That being said, Cabbage does have the least amount of deaths so far. So if he continues on as he is right now, it'll still be fine. He did lose his watches though, which isn't ideal. He's got to be really careful here. The pizza
Just don't
is
pizza again.
not
Yeah.
easy,
Nah, but the UKTG.
especially when you panic.
Yep.
Yeah, I understand that you wanted the consistent damage from Tesla, but I think like in hindsight, your build was so good with Gloop that it would just been like so much better
Yeah.
if you had all the other stuff, right?
Yeah,
You
I wasn't really
committed
thinking
early.
of going glute build
Yeah.
when I got to the moon, but then I was like, oh, I guess I should. So I did, but at that point, just the ATG to proc off of it and maybe a little bit of crit that I had or something is a little tough
Yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean,
Survivability with this build though is so good.
it was still a very good pleasure to see the glute management, like the
Yeah.
one that you got off, all that, and so yeah.
Yeah, I've
that's-
never really successfully done like a Gloop Mithrix fight, and I feel like I did it pretty good. I didn't have the right build like to make it extremely strong, but like I was
Yeah.
still going in there using the flame pillars, using the exploder goop to get down.
Mhm.
Phase 2 as well.
I mean, probably the closest you got to the glute fight, you know. So GG.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to do without
Yeah.
something like power mode with you, right? So,
Yeah, power mode makes it a lot easier to get in there.
and we saw like, oh my God, Cap just getting needled there. We saw like Cap in the fight was actually like standing in the flame pillars to try just to keep his health low and everything, take a few shots from the ads. Like I think it was around phase 2 where you realized you're like, damn, I just cleared out half of phase 2
Yeah.
immediately. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do this. Yeah. So.
I was like, I'm getting chipped down anyways. Let's go all the way down, break the watch, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm surprised Cabbage isn't glooping at all. I feel like he's one that really tries to use Genesis Loop to its most potential.
I agree,
But-
actually.
He's a little scared, I think.
What did he? He's always with the typing. What did he say?
Bad game, honestly.
Bad game.
He said type 1 in chat if you hate Cabbage. That's
Yeah.
what he said.
Oh, wait, now that I'm squinting, I see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think host wants to click the bloom. He wants to click it so
Yes,
bad. He's
yes,
He might as
yes.
well.
He's-
Do it. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he clicked it.
Yes.
Hey, there we go. All right.
Hey, okay. Is he going? Is he going?
Nice.
Can I get a quick gamba?
Oh man.
You got like a
Okay.
minute.
Cabbage shook the bait
he has an
portal,
aspect.
unfortunately. Yeah, he got one.
Chat, you
Host
guys
has
have
an
a
aspect.
minute. You guys
That's
have a
sick.
minute. Drone man from Bloom, yes or no? Fuck that.
Nice. That's Host's second time in the races getting an aspect, and it's only been Host.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the only one who's done it.
That's funny.
It could have been a good aspect, you know? Like it could have been a nice aspect.
Yeah.
But
At least like with this build, you get to slow Mithrix a lot more. A lot easier to stay in there, but yeah, obviously there's better aspects than the Glacial.
and he's taking it to the moon. Nice. Well, we'll see
Oh,
what he gets.
interesting.
I think he's kind of
Like vultures.
nice. He
Hell
got 2
yeah.
feathers though, which would have
Oh my
actually made
God.
his fight like way more manageable. But
Yeah.
it would have been the play,
Mm.
honestly. Damn. Unfortunately,
Oh, is the
though,
Gamba still going? There we go.
unfortunately
Yeah.
though, Host is a little bit too far behind to even get second here. So once Cabbage
Cabbage sweep.
finishes, Corny, if you want to go tell him, you're more than
Oh,
welcome
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
yeah.
Host, you mean, right?
Yeah, I mean once Cabbage finishes, then you go tell Host. But yeah.
Okay.
Cabbage is so trying to get on the ship and he can't do it. He just keeps getting multi-momentumed off every time.
Dude, trying to get up to the Shrine of Order.
Dude, we saw it.
Biz is a bullshitter. Biz created like this entire stage behind being able to traverse it without any items on any character. That's fucking bullshit.
Maybe you're just
I had to
bad.
like struggle to get up to the Shrine of Order with the 1 nail gun boosts. Oh,
That's
man.
funny.
Oh, yeah.
You can go tell host now. Let's bring in Cabbage.
Okay.
Hello, Cabbage.
I hate this game and I hate everyone that made it.
You got
Yeah,
first.
very slow real time, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I mean, all right. So Cat finished real time faster than you, but he had 4 deaths. You
Yeah,
only had
that
1.
doesn't matter. He's bad.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, true.
So again, you got first. Surprise. Honestly, Cabbage, really good job today. Again, you came in with another sweep, so you won every single loadout first place. So congratulations, everyone in chat. Give a hand to Cabbage for being a gamer, dude.
Was he
Absolutely
a glacial
fucking fun.
aspect? Is that
He
what that
does
is?
have a glacial aspect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
He also took Bloom, so he was having a good time.
I would have kept the aspect too.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Plasma shrimp on the moon.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Nice.
Uh,
Damn, what a build too.
yeah. Actually, host had the most interesting build out of anybody. So
Yeah.
Yeah, what
hey,
up?
host.
What up?
And
Yo.
obviously, chat
I'm
room.
not gonna concede that.
What?
I want to play that out.
All right, no, you can play
do
it
it.
out. That's fine. But you know,
Game on.
Game on, game on, game on.
obviously, really good job to all of you guys today, and chat. Hope you enjoyed all these 3 guys racing for you today, and they did a really good job. Really fun runs today, honestly. Really interesting all the way through.
Mhm.
So, make sure you check these guys out if you want to see more Risk of Rain content or anything else. They're on Twitch and YouTube. Cabbage, Cap, and Host. So, really good job. Also, I mean, as we do, we have announcements at the end and tell you guys how to find out more stuff. Discord first, that's where we announce all these things. Second, we have a public gauntlet mod, so you can use this mod or one very much like it that we made to race with your friends. And you can also use that mod to go on speedrun.com and compete in the official gauntlet category, which is also very cool. Also, we have a YouTube channel with all the VODs on it. So if you feel like you want to see and go back and see some of the races from a long time ago, or you missed one from last week or something like that, that is the place to go and see the stuff. So Risk of Resources on YouTube. JP says he needs host to concede. Well, he wants to finish the run, so you have to wait.
Well,
Yep.
you can go upload your ELO charts another time, JP.
Yeah, fuck you.
But all in all, this is another fun race. And honestly, we finished under 3 hours. We started the race about 2 hours and 40 minutes ago.
Goddamn.
So this is probably the fastest day we've had, I think, for the races. So really good
Props.
job, everybody. Everyone playing. I mean, we did have Load and Railgunner though,
Clap.
so kind
Yeah,
of goes
true.
that way.
Easy sub 30 right there.
And honestly, again, thanks to the Risk of Resources mod and website team and everyone behind the scenes helping out with this kind of stuff too. We couldn't have been possible without everyone kind of working together and making sure we get these done every single week. So if you want to know when the next one's going to come out, make sure you head over to the Discord and we'll notify you then. In the meantime, chat, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week for the next event. Thumbs up.
Have a good
Bye-bye, everybody.
peeps.
Goodbye.
GG's.
Bye.
Bye.